Now we're live. Yes. What was that?
I have no idea.
She went like this and then she went. That was hilarious.
It's the new move. I saw it on TikTok.
Everybody. That's why you on TikTok. Yeah, I'm not good at those moves. Oh my gosh. What's up, Facebook, YouTube? How y'all doing?
Hello, long time no see, party people. I feel like this is like the perfect evening for a show right now. I'm outside, we're in the
It looks
yard. It's
beautiful.
beautifully dusk outside. It's like that time of the night where the sky's like hinted pink. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I remember last time I tried to do virtual voices outside, I started getting eaten alive by mosquitoes, so I ran back inside the house.
I
So
remember that. It got so bad you had to make a run for it.
I was like, guys, I can't take it anymore. So I'm happy. I'm living vicariously through you.
Well, you've been out and about though. I've been seeing you out in these streets. Weren't you on vacation recently?
Yeah, I just got back from Florida. I took the kids to Florida for a week, and it's crazy because I'm like, why did I go on vacation? Like I went away for a week and I came back to like 2 weeks worth of work, and I'm like, why did I do this? Why did I go on vacation? What's wrong with me? I just, like, no. That
Sometimes
come back from vacation like stress.
Sometimes you need that rest and recharge, Jay. You need that rest and recharge.
Yeah, but I was with the kids, so like it wasn't like I was resting, you know. I had to wake up and feed them in the morning. I had to feed them in the afternoon. I had to feed them at night. I had to make sure, you know, they showered, get them to bed. Like that shit was not a vacation. It was running around them, yo. Go take me to the beach, take me to explore, take me to the jump, pump it up.
Jay,
Like I couldn't.
You made memories. You made memories, Jay.
Yes, we make memories. My son Phoenix, he's 6 years old and he's like terrified of water. And we had like a milestone. Like he put on his life jacket. He went out into the water, like in the ocean, like out far. Like so he, you know, we had some good moments. Yeah.
Oh,
so cool.
I feel like I haven't seen
movie
in so long.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, I have to show you what he drew me before we get started. So
Okay,
he drew this for me, right? And it says, it's I know what he's read it to me, but it says this is supposed to be J Rose, right? But it looks like it's an L. he wrote that. So the J and the L, he did them backwards, right? So this is J Rose experience, right? J Rose experience, right? And then here is supposed to be, this is supposed to be Leah V, right? That's supposed to be this is supposed to be J Rose
backwards.
Yes, and this is Treasure, right? This is Treasure, and then he drew a rose, and then he said that this is the writing that you see on the wall sometimes. So I think this is graffiti, right? And then he wrote "Keep Growing," right? But my favorite part is he drew me.
Oh, that's you.
Do you see the ponytail and the nails?
Why are your nails so long, Jay?
Sometimes she has them long.
My mom says sometimes she has them long.
That's what he sees.
That's hysterical.
So shout out to my baby Phoenix and his beautiful, but like check out the rose though. You know what I'm saying? Like
it's beautiful. That's quite artistic.
I'm gonna save this, and when he's older, I can't wait to embarrass him with it, and like, you know, show all his friends or his girlfriend or whatever his romantic interests, his crush.
How are you plotting this evil already, Jay?
Oh, girl, please! I have a 15-year-old now. I'm at the I can embarrass you. You know what I'm saying? Like You know,
You're hilarious.
I'm loving it. All
All
right,
right,
well,
all
that's
right.
enough of my spiel. I'm sorry, but I had to share it. Um, let's get started with virtual voices. I know you want to go. You got some rules and regulations.
That I do. That
Were they
I
gonna drop from the
do.
sky? Because you looked up.
What? I was
I said,
thanking God for this evening. No, I swear I
"Oh,
saw a
I like
raindrop
that."
and I got frightened.
Oh, you got startled.
Yes, I was
Damn, you know my
startled.
internet connection is so bad.
I thought it might be mine actually, but I think I'm okay.
No, I think it's mine. Anyway, so
All
what
right.
you got for us? What you gonna share with us? The rules. Let people know what to do.
All right, all right, all right, party people. I haven't seen your beautiful, beautiful faces or heard your beautiful virtual voices in so long, in too long. I mean, it's a sin. It's sinful. It's sinful. And that is why I was looking up to God. All right, we're gonna get started with the rules and regulations. It's looking like a beautiful evening. We already have some people backstage, some old, some new. I am super excited to be with y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. So, first and foremost, this is a safe space. We are pro BLM. We are pro LGBTQ. We are pro all the letters of the alphabet. We have created a space where artists of all colors, shapes, and sizes can be their most vulnerable. So we have no space for hate speech. If you come through with some disrespect, then Jay is going to take her virtual cane like the Apollo and she's going to throw it on you and she's just going to rip you from the stage and you'll be blocked, never to be seen or heard from again. So, moving on. We got no space for hate speech or something questionable might happen. So, 5 minutes per performer. So 5 minutes does not mean that you can only do one piece or one song or one joke. It just means 5 minutes. So if you're unsure of your remaining time, then make sure you check with the host. Make sure you say, "Hey Leah, hey Jay, do I have any more time left?" You can usually fit in a couple if it's not a Leah Fee sized poem. We do this. We do this because we like to have a round two at the end of it. Can you turn that off, please? Because we like to have a round two at the end where everybody else can come back and can continue to share with one another. And we get to hear a little more of that nice, beautiful, juicy virtual voice of yours. Moving on. Make sure you follow one another. You know, something I say all the time throughout the evening is we all we got. And I think if we have learned nothing from the past couple of years, it is that, you know, we have to stay connected. And that digital connection is very important because we truly never know what comes next. So that being said, Jay Rose puts a lot of work into this beautiful banner at the bottom of the page that will say your name. You see right now it says Leah V. It'll say your name. It'll have your handle. It'll have any of your Cash App, your Venmo information, and we include the Cash App and Venmo information because, you know, we like to encourage tips for one another. You can donate to us. You can donate to one another. You know, show that support if you got it. You got a couple pennies, throw a couple pennies, you know. And if you don't, then hey, we're just happy to have you here. But moving on, Jay Rose puts that banner down with the performers' names and social media handles on it. So if you don't have the money, it costs nothing to follow one another. It costs nothing to follow one another. It costs nothing to like one another's things. All right, y'all get the program. We're going to keep it moving and grooving on our rules and regulations. So the Eventbrite performers, those who signed up via Eventbrite, will get first dibs. However, we are welcome to have anybody come at any point of the evening. All you got to do, Facebook and YouTube, is drop a mic in the comments to perform. You drop that mic in the comments to perform, and we will get you on that list. However, we do encourage you to sign up in advance via Eventbrite so that we can encourage you to get first dibs. Moving on, for all those watching on Facebook and YouTube, the reason we stream live is so that everybody can see, so that we can bring our virtual voices across many screens. So make sure you share the video. You press that little share button in the corner. Make sure you share with your family and friends. Write a little post about it, and we do have playbacks at the end of the night, so you can share the finished show if you like. However, if you do it now, then it helps us with the interaction with the audience. And one of the things that we pride ourselves on here at Virtual Voices is that we have such an interactive relationship with the audience, with those watching, and with the artists. We got the private chat for the artists. We have the regular chat for all those coming through on Facebook and YouTube and any other streaming service in between those. So moving on, make sure you stay close to the microphone. If you're not sure of how you sound, make sure you check with us. Before you say anything, just try to be like, hey guys, how do I sound? That way we don't have to cut you off after you've started and ruin your flow. However, we will, because we want to hear what you have to say. Moving on. Okay, so I already said let's make sure we donate to one another. And oh yes, of course, there's one more rule that for some bizarro reason I just really have difficulty explaining to you guys. So I'm gonna let Jay take over and do this one. But we always gotta be nice to one another, and we can't wait to hear you this evening. And that way.
Hey, bear with me. I am trying to resolve some internet issues. So if I look weird or sound weird, I'm working on that.
You look better than you did. You're more clear now than you were.
Am I okay? I'm still trying to fix it, but yeah. So that last rule, or the last house cleaning rule, is basically when we call out your name, we're always going to give the heads up of who comes up next. So you'll hear one of us say, coming up to the stage right now is your name here, but on deck is such and such. And what that basically means is, that means get ready. If you hear your name is on deck, that means cue your music, do a sound check, get your poem ready on your phone or your computer, whatever it is, in your book, whatever it is you need, get it all ready. So it's like your cue. Get your shit together, because we're about to call you after this next performance.
I like that. Get your shit together.
Yes. So that is the last rule. We have an amazing feature tonight. Ayana Iman, who is all the way in California. We are in New York, so I always get excited when people are here from other time zones. I don't know why it fascinates me, but I think it excites me. So
no, me too. That's the whole point. It's the way it started,
Yes, that's so I stumbled upon her. It's funny because I'm a big fan of following hashtags. So I can't remember what hashtag it was, but I follow a hashtag, and I stumbled upon a post, and she was dropping bars, poetry bars, and she was amazing. And I was like, wow, you're fire. And I hit her up and reached out to her to see if she'll feature for us, and she agreed, and I was so excited. So I can't wait for y'all to hear her. And we have some amazing poets that are backstage right now. I'm about to add them in.
I see us. We're filling up over here. We love to see it.
We getting filled up. We got some new faces. We got some frequent flyers. We got a little bit of everything. Ooh, hey, what's up?
Hi, party people.
This is my partner.
Like a dad phrase,
I see some from the hotline up in here.
Oh. Jay.
Peace.
Oh,
all right, I'm gonna check y'all in. Those of you that joined just in the private chat, drop your Instagram and your stage name, your Instagram, and your Cash App, so I can share that information when you guys perform. But if you did not register in advance, if you register in advance, I have your info. I'll write it in the private chat so you don't forget. But yes, let's get it started. Let's get it popping. I know we usually set it off. Leah, do you have anything, or can we go right into the open mic?
Let's see. I mean, I'm happy to do a little stuff. Actually, I'll do a little something a little later. Since we're starting late, I'm anxious to hear everybody else. So let's get right to it.
Yeah, all right, cool. I'm with it. I'm with it. I gotta get myself prepared too. I'm still battling internet issues behind the scenes and trying to like get my life together. So let's just get right to it. Let's get right to it, dive right in. So we're gonna call up creative minds to the open mic stage, virtual stage. On deck there we have deep thought lyricists. So please put your virtual and how are you? You say it so much better than I do. How do you?
I say you have to please put your virtual and your real hands together for creative minds.
Yes, I know him. I know him.
Peace, prosperity to everybody in the room, kings and queens. How everybody doing?
Yes, we are great.
Yeah, I hear.
Yep.
All right, cool. I don't know. Okay, I think I'll do this one. Or however many I can get in. Okay, so this is a new piece. Sunny days on a Sunday, love, worship, and praise, morning dew dripping from the condensation, built up aggressive, yelling in the pulpit, spewing out in the pews, pussy juice on this dick shaft, catching all these spirits, speaking in tongues will get you 20 lashes, departing the Red Sea, experiencing uncharted experiences, touched by the Holy Ghost, giving daily devotions in scripture, spoil the man-child and swallow this rod. This is your salvation, slobbing your saliva, coats your throat, sliding my dick between your lips with each contraction. You inch down a little further, the pulsating massage playing tetherball with your uvula. You taste better than Baskin Robbins, 21 flavors running down my beard, and I was overzealous by the hunger as big was bigger than my eyes locked on to you. This dick is throbbing to get between them thighs, and my fingers finger fucking your mind with sexual lectures, scripture role plays lead to slippery slopes, if you know what I mean. Splash and play, smash and dash till the next day for us just to do it all over again. That's that.
We got a live audience over here.
Yeah.
I wasn't ready.
We wasn't ready.
I definitely wasn't ready. Oh my god.
Woo!
Definitely. So that was just something to play with, you know.
I see. Lord.
All right. So yeah, this is funny. So this poem, I just did a poetry slam, and I scored like crazy low on this poem, which don't know why. You know, Cincinnati is just, I don't know. They be on some other shit. Come on. Come check out Run the Pelican, the erotic pleaser, nut catcher, sword swallower. When it comes to Superhead, she has nothing on her spectacular juggler. Run it back, rewind that if you didn't get that. Hi, meet my pen, Pelican. Writing on my pad, sexual lectures, soaking in the ink, catching the metaphors of life, and pen tail running out of ink, emptying out my thoughts, catching these analogies when I'm on the mic, and my scattered thoughts scribbling words on this notebook as letter form from these limbs, creating smoke till my pen bust. In flames, soaked in sheet, she lies exhausted from these metaphors.
Jesus Christ. Woo!
Yes.
All right. Getting started early, as Jay said.
I'm glad I wore a tank top because I was
Right. But you know, this whole thing with the poetry slam. This is why poetry slams have mixed feelings about them, because it's just there's just too many rules,
right?
Who knows?
I didn't share your info, so please, those of you, if you like what you heard, you can follow Creative Minds on the gram. I know you got some stuff going on, right? You just launched. You got some merch going on.
Yes. So, yeah, I have my own business, Creative Collective. It's a branding, designing, whatever, one-stop shop, whatever you need. You need some shirts, down to pins, down to business cards, whatever you need, I got. I can create. I'm also Creative Collective right now is doing a sponsorship to black owned business and vendors. So, actually, I have one coming up today or tomorrow that I'm sponsoring two vendors. Yeah, it's going to be awesome. So I'm just out here, doing the thing. And then, coming up, I'm a vegan chef, so I just got invited to cook at this poetry event come next month. So it's going to be awesome. It's Taco Tuesday, but it's not going to be on
Hey, I love Taco Tuesday.
Ooh, yummy.
It's going to be dope.
Awesome.
We
Thank
love
you so
to
much.
see it.
Yes, stay tuned. You're going to be hearing a lot more from Creative Minds. I'm telling you.
We love to see it, and this is how we get it popping, non-stopping on a Friday evening. Virtual Voices for those just tuning in. We have another majestic show up and coming, bringing it with the fire, live and on time. All right. So let's keep it moving and grooving on this wonderfully weathered evening of ours. We have, I believe, our frequent flyer on Diggity Deck, Balin, the Great Sigma. You are on Diggity Deck, but blessing the microphone right meow. Let's put our hands together, the real ones, the virtual ones, the ones in cyberspace, the ones in places that we shouldn't know about. Let's put them together for Deep Thought the Lyricist.
Hey!
Can y'all hear me all right? Welcome. Thank you. Appreciate this space. And I'm not at work this time, so I can actually stay after I do my poem.
Good.
How exciting!
We get those all the time. Y'all be at work just pulling up.
People just popping in a closet at work sometimes.
Right.
I was in my break room. I don't need to go in the closet.
Praise Jesus.
Okay. I'll do this first piece, and then y'all let me know if I have time for a second one. This is called City Souls.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. What's the title?
Oh, City Souls.
Oh, okay. I thought you said titties. I was like, wait.
No titty souls.
I thought I heard that too. I'm excited for City Souls.
I was here for
City Souls.
I'm excited for City Souls. Let's get into it.
Okay. City Souls. I can hear the city breathing in its sleep. Creep from alleyways in between buildings. Renaissance echoing trumpet horns, notes float like respirations. I'm one with the street lights. Standing on the corners like dope boys, we were on fire once upon a time and simmered to coals to cook up immaturity purely. These ideals surely kept us captivated. Burned out from the street fights and my knuckles been bleeding, but that won't stop me from trying to recreate the building blocks. Laying cement and the red bricks, our foundation was placed in boundaries set by older brothers. uncles, absentee ballot fathers, the mothers that thrived but were only fed with temporary comfort like menthols that smoke engulfed us, so we didn't see what's outside the community. We remained with those who were willing to be present, hoping they will fit well enough to piece together the village that it takes to raise children. The bandages and ointment to mend us together for the healing. That gate I was placed up against and patted down despite not fitting descriptions, conflicted because I felt they were just doing their jobs. But one of my best friend's father's anger vented the air that would consume fumes, although he was ignored. It sat with me for years, like the man at the bus stop, divided into proportions, his life escorted into mental illness forces, and little did we know it reflected on us. So we're feeling less beautiful because their colors are distorted, visions extorted because innocence is attractive in any form, and we were always shaped differently through this molding. I walked the street on my birthday one time, pouring my heart out to my best friend. He told me the story of how his father passed away. He used to drive city buses, but his real drive was in his children. His mode of transportation was his honesty and commitment, vivid how his smile would spread across the world like sunrise on horizons. I grieved his passing because good fathers should live forever. Deadbeats should let the beat drop. Five-part harmony from graffiti, hair salons, corner stores, park benches, and the tears of abandoned children. I let that marinate a little because it's too seasoned to bypass reason. It was all natural, and grief is the meat of food for thought. So mentally, I became vegan. I've funneled anger into the streets because it ripples heat waves into our lives and body the feeling of pride, feeling so alive. So we start to climb to see if there was enough distance in between the curbs to show me which way I should go. The suburbs are always just for show, and for us down here, that's where the sidewalk ends. Right after the barber shop where life breathes through clippers, cutting through the bullshit. Sometimes I like to lay in the middle of the lanes at night and pretend I can control the narrative. Headlights expose my vulnerabilities because the city was good to me, but my heart resides in the mountains. I'll always love the city though, because it's in my soul, dripping down from gutters into the sewers that are the pits of my spirit, twisted in the fingers of shakeups between gangs that were initially formed to protect the neighborhood. Now they're the downfall and primary captor of city souls. The bus rolls by picking up grandma to usher her to church, Bible clutched in one arm and handbag in the other. The roaches crawling through her house, waiting for remnants of Sunday dinners. The city controls you, holds true to enclosed dreams. And we were told too, there's no way outside of sports, rapping, and pure luck. I didn't just used to love her. She's my stronghold. So I speak into her ear. I always love you.
Yes, yes. That was beautiful. That was beautiful. Oh my gosh. Do you have a short piece, a short piece to share with us?
I do have a short one.
Cool.
Short's like a minute or two, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay, cool. So this is one of my favorite poems. It's called Ocean Blues. Ride in the waves of your sunshine, the rays of your sunlight. Have you ever been to the ocean? Have your eyes grazed the water's surface, gazed out into the horizon where the sky and the water touches? Let's venture on a boat and lie in the beams of the stars. We can discuss the way words caress our tongues like French kissing vowels and consonants. Look into each other's eyes as shooting stars fly across your irises, adding depth to their color and trust to their being. Dip toes into water, order out of the epitome of minds and the hemispheres of thoughts where you gracefully state to me that there's no place you'd rather be than next to me. So precious, we engrave our hearts contextually, her stomach effervescent and mind filled with butterflies. We are embraced by waves, melting our hands as they embrace and holding. Let's sink down into each other's arms and walk the ocean floor. Explore contentment before existence, bore into the psyche's vantage, the semantics of being romantic. Is this not why you are here? The sound waves bend around our flesh, losing us, and the music is useless to ever think the opposite, as if our souls can't mate. So you'll mate with me, spread our seeds across the bottom sands of Persia, pausing time's essences, trying to stretch this like you stretched arms over heads. We're overhead, but below bodies of water, tending to the fishes, senses, sensing senseless, because we have lost all sensibility found in each other's sensuality. We cripple negativity to see ripple formations vividly, floating in an underwater cave with anglerfish around us. They light the space in between us like underwater stars submerged in the bondages of sea urchin crowns, coral reefs charged from sunbathing in magnified rays. We glisten in the ambiance of eloquent bioluminescent radiance, 50 shades of let me love you, until our bodies soften enough to be carried away into the low tide.
Ooh. Yes, that was beautiful. Okay, love poem. Thank you so much for sharing. Do you have anything that you want to plug? Any projects you got coming out? Anything like that?
August 2nd, I'll be on IG Live called Melancholy Mondays. If you tap in with me on IG, I'll be promoting that. August 14th, I will be hosting my second open mic here in Madison, Wisconsin, where I live. So I'll try to get a live stream going, but if I don't hate me. I'll still post, some of the poetry from there. And on an immediate basis, that's all I got going on.
Awesome. And aren't you like I gotta turn up this this virtual voices because it's Leo season officially. So gang.
It is Leo season.
So you're doing the live after your birthday, right? Your birthday is the day before, right?
Yeah, well, I'm gonna do it on my birthday, and it'll be my very first IG live. I've yet to go live, so I'm like, what better day than my birthday? So
So we
August
gotta
1st,
pull up, guys. We gotta pull up. Say happy birthday.
Yeah.
We gotta flex on the IG live. I love it.
Yep, and listen to me just say random stuff that's on my mind because that's how I feel.
All right, we here for it. The deep thoughts of deep thought.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much for sharing. Stick around. We're gonna definitely do a round 2. Let's get through a couple more performers, and then we could bring up our featured artist as well, who is chilling over there. Look at you. I see you, girl. Leah. So like, sometimes technology doesn't want us to be great and like fucks with us. So I know Leah V was having some technical issues as well. But I see her. Can I bring you in, girl? While you searching.
Hi. Jesus fucking Christ. It's like, I don't know. It's like anything that can go wrong and will go wrong this evening.
Word, you
I need to brush the rust off. Maybe we need to go back to bi-weekly.
Listen. This is cool. We good. All right, let's keep it rolling. You have the list up in front of you. All right, I got you. This is why we do this. We hold each other down. You know what I'm saying? All right, so on deck, we have Vexed Lex. All right, so that means get your stuff ready. But coming to bless the mic, we have our frequent flyer. He's been here since like the beginning of Virtual Voices. So we going on over a year strong. And did you bring the bunny tonight? Is the bunny with you? Nah, all right. Sometimes he brings a bunny. Listen, it gets weird, but we love it. We're here for it. But we love it, right? So please put your virtual and real hands together for the great Sigma.
All the fans out here tonight.
Hey everybody, I've got a new piece, poetry I'm going to read, but to put it in some context, I'm going to read an older piece. So I'll start with that. This is Yellow Bottles. My life comes in little yellow bottles, 8 pages of instructions printed on one page, folded up small enough to be rubber banded to each one. Take with food, take on an empty stomach, take everywhere you go, because ceasing to will kill you. Some things are hard to take for granted when you know how easily they can disappear, like smoke on the wind slipping through my fingers. It's hard to enjoy something that can't be taken for granted, something defined by others, a life that comes in little yellow bottles. They say these bottles are child-proof. If this is true, I was robbed of my childhood. I've been opening them since I was 5. They say these bottles are waterproof. If this is true, then tears are not water. They say these bottles are my life, but I find them empty more often than not. Shells of things that could have been, but will never be. Like dust formed into the shape of something left on a shelf that ceased to exist out of loneliness. Yet somehow I have a multitude of these yellow bottles in closets and cupboards, boxes and pants pockets, because I couldn't survive one day without them. But I'd die just to live one day without them.
Woo! Powerful. I like that one.
The sound effects.
So, all right. So I've written a new piece.
Yeah, new shit.
New shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna sing a little bit because this is like a liner notes piece. So you've been warned. All right. So I'm playing around with a new format. So work in progress. You can run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. I'm putting on my armor again. It's cold as night and black as fear, rust coarse against skin, cold metal on a calloused soul. I'm pulling the straps tight, taut against raw flesh. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. I've strapped sword to hip, helmet to head, gauntlet to hand. It's time to take what's mine. Tell that long-tongued liar. Tell that midnight rider. Tell him that God's gonna cut him down. I can feel the scythe against my throat. I can feel the sword in my hands, the blood on my hands, the fire in my veins, the scars below my mane. You can run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Run on for a long time. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. Sooner or later, God'll cut you down. There's fire in my eyes and wrath written in my heart. Screams of anguish have rippled through my bones. Fuck the sword, I want to take up the scythe. Well, you may throw your rock and hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. But as sure as God made black and white, what's done in the dark will be brought to the light. You've taken my blood, you've stolen my money, you've swallowed my soul. Now you'll feel its sting. You step between me and my medication. You threaten my life and liberty. Don't play the good Christian when I act in kind. It should be a wound for a wound, a stripe for a stripe. If I killed myself today, the scythe would be in your hands. But by God, if I crushed your fucking neck, it would be God who cut you down.
I had to find the sound effects. Amazing. You know, the singing was pretty good. It wasn't that you made me think. I thought you was gonna sound like alfalfa and shit, and you sounded pretty good.
Not alfalfa.
I'll take pretty good because that's better than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, it definitely
You
had
sounded great. People said you sounded a little. You got some, Johnny Cash up in there.
right. I'm feeling it.
I did my best. I know it's a pretty
you
dark
always do your
piece.
best.
That was wonderful, Balin. Everybody, you guys make sure you follow our guy Balin at the Great Sigma. Make sure you follow one another. If you haven't, if you missed somebody's information, then either ask that person in the private chat, or you can just wait until a little later on, and somebody from the Rose Garden Events team will send out an email with all of the names. Is that a bug on your computer, Jen?
It's
Are you like are you shooing the negative energy? What's
no,
going on?
it was a bug. It was a flag.
I was like,
I didn't realize I was doing it on camera, and then I was like, oh, they probably think I'm just being dismissive as
some virtual voices brujeria over here. All right. Balin, we hope you stick around for round 2.
Yes. You got some magic for us? Because I want to see some magic next round. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna dig something out for you guys.
Yay!
My
We got
nephew's
it all
in
up in here. What other virtual open mic you go to where we got poets, musicians, and magicians? What?
Yes. So, people of many talents up in here. So it's looking like a beautiful evening thus far. I got my computer situation fixed. Let's hope that we have no more of the Wi-Fi issues this evening, because I'm ready to continue the magicness, the majesticness, the word that I always repeat. I was trying last show. I was trying to think of synonyms for majestic because I was using majestic too often.
That's your word. That is your word. I looked up majestic in Google, and a picture of you came up. And
I think enlightening. It's an enlightening evening. It's an enchanting, enlightening evening here on Virtual Voices, and we're gonna keep it moving and grooving and flowing and growing because we be knowing. My name is Leah V in the place to be, and that is J Rose, because you already know. But don't ask her because she might not know sometimes.
I don't know how to say it. She says it so much better.
All right. Teamwork makes the dream work. It's looking like we've got Butterfly on Diggity Deck. You are up next, Butterfly, but blessing the microphone right now. I need you all to put your virtual hands together for Vexed Lex, everybody!
What's up, everybody? What's up? You can hear me good?
Yeah, you sound great.
All right, thank you. I got 2 poems for y'all. Thankful to be in this space. The first poem is called The B Word. Bold. She breaks down barriers with a sharp tongue, unchecks herself from the box that so many others would love to trap her in. Bashful. She does not know the gravity of her potential. Keep the eyes away, only for the time being. She's got to make a name for herself. Brave. She cowers to no one. History has made her out to be the weaker of the two, but history is meant to be rewritten. Bitch. A simple word that carries enough ammunition to pierce through the confidence that she has worked her entire life to build. Meant to reduce her worth. But once she has taken ownership of it, she will be as unstoppable as they have feared all along. And my second one is called Slut.
Woo! Sorry, we were muted.
All right, this poem is called Slut. You slut shame her, try to play her, but she won't give you the time of day. You go back and tell your friends all the positions you had her in, but forget to tell them you finished even before you could start. She ghosted you, changed your name on her phone to the dearly departed. You paid for dinner, so she said she would put out. Claimed you soaked her panties, but she suffered from a drought. She's a slut. She's for the streets. She's a whore, but who's the one begging for more?
Mm.
She reads your messages and you get mad, realizing you've just been had. You run to social media and declare that women are all the same. If that's the case, maybe you're playing the wrong game. Thank you.
Woo!
That was fire.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Amazing.
Oh my gosh.
That was amazing. You make sure you follow Vex Flex.
Listen, I like that. I like them both, but that second piece was like, you preaching this. Yes.
It's crazy.
Yes.
I just wrote that like an hour ago, and I was like, I want to perform. I was like, I need to perform. I want to perform this.
Yes.
That's the best feeling though, when you have something hot off the press and you just want to get it out there.
Yes, yes, yes. I love it. This is the place for that, okay? So when you have your poems that you just wrote on the train or sitting in the doctor's office while you waiting, like bring it to Virtual Voices. We're here for it.
Yeah. JB up here doing like unfinished pieces all the time.
I stayed. I'd be like, yo, here's like 4 sentences. Y'all like this?
No, but it's a great space for that. It's like she said, you know, it's a space where we love that everybody's comfortable enough to come here with that new and that old and all that is in your soul and so on and so forth. So thank you for sharing that, Vex Flex. We appreciate
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Yes, and y'all gotta hear her at the hotline. She be coming with the nasty. Don't sleep on these quiet little innocent poets up in here with their cute poetry. Okay, they be coming through with the hotline talking like creative minds.
Yeah.
Talking like creative minds when he's not in his break room.
That was T-Thoughts.
Oh, wait, wrong one. Yeah, but still, you know, when he's out here in these virtual streets.
That is true. All right, what we got? All
right, let's keep it flowing and growing this evening. Thank you so much for sharing this time with us. We appreciate you all being here. We have Accidental Poet on Diggity Deck. You are up next, Accidental Poet, but blessing the microphone right now. I need you all to put your hands together for Butterfly.
Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay. I do like to give a trigger warning on this only because it does deal with the sensitive subject of colorism. So I present to you Mixed Up. Speak from your gut, honey. Say what you want, my love. Be who you wanna be. Speak, 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 speak. Be free. Labels hurt. I'm not a white girl. I'm not your black pearl. I mean, why can't I just be me? Why can't I just be? My ethnicity is not a choice, yet you choose to take away my voice. You sound too white. You act too black. What the fuck do I say to that? Do we say to the ocean when it's calm, you act like a lake? When winter comes, do we say to the tree, you're no longer a tree because you have no leaves? Subjected to colorism because my skin has less melanin. So maybe if my skin was creamy caramel, would that serve you well? Would it serve you well if you couldn't tell? I'm tired of the jabs. You don't know what it is to be black, and you've got good hair, not naps, or my life is harder than yours. The fact you're part white opens doors. Are you fucking kidding me? I feel like I'm being cast out to sea as if somehow the struggle doesn't affect me. Caught in wind's hurricane force with racism embodied in torrential downpours and colorism causing storms surge as I'm tossed about in the ocean waves, washing away my identity. Stuck between two cultural clashes, losing myself in the ashes as the world around me fuels the burning embers with cruelty towards those who don't fit their view of what they feel they should be. Does the fact I'm part white somehow dim your light? Because that ain't right. Never black enough for you, too black for them. You open your mind, see the predicament I'm in, constantly seeking acceptance, consistently being rejected simply because I'm mixed up. Yet, these famous few considered to be black by you, confused because as far as I can see, they are just like me. Frederick Douglass, biracial. Meghan Markle, biracial. Kamala Harris, biracial. Tiger Woods, Colin Kaepernick, Jesse Williams, biracial, biracial, biracial. Drake, Faith Evans, Lenny Kravitz, President Barack Obama, half white because of his mama. I am biracial. I am not white. I am black as the beauty of the night where stars shine bright. I am biracial. I am not black. I am white as the feathers which line the back of a pure white swan, and I will not be forced to choose to appease you. But apart from the color of my skin and the grade of my hair, a direct cause and effect of who my parents were, I am a person. I am love. I am light. And I am peace. I'm moving on. I'm putting on my free. So take your label off me and just let me be me. Poem.
Wait a minute.
The live audience appreciated that.
That was powerful.
That was very powerful.
Yes,
Very
that was
powerful.
amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yes, that made me think of a poem that I have that kind of talks about something similar. But yes, girl, yes. See, I knew you was gonna come through with the heat. Thank you for sharing. I don't know if I forget to mention it while you guys are transitioning out of your being on the virtual stage. If you have any projects that are coming out and you want to promote, please make sure that you mention it before we move on to the next performer.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who do we got up next?
And then moving and grooving on this enchanting evening. We have talked about so many different topics tonight, you know, and
Right?
I know we always do virtual voices. I mean, I know the artists always do. We always do as artists. But like tonight in particular, the spectrum has just been so vast.
Right.
It's amazing. Thank you all for being here and for tuning in Virtual Voices Friday night. Leah being the place to be in J Rose, because you already know we have Katera Speaks on Diggity Deck. You are up next. But blessing our microphone right now, I need you all, and from the comfort of your own homes or yards or wherever you are, put your hands together for Accidental Poet.
I love that name, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
see
think
you.
you have some poems written about it.
There you go.
All right. Yeah, you can hear me now? Cool.
Yeah, we hear you.
This one is Amaze. I think it's delayed, but This one is called Dead Men Tell No Tales. That was the prompt.
Ooh.
Always conscious of the fact that it's only the victors that dictate the pages of history, but teaching us to fear witches more than the men that burn people alive. Wow, that's true audacity. Our words had a frightening power, so they stole them and replaced them with a fear of femininity. Maternal chants went underground, the ancient knowledge forced into a place of scarcity. Female freedom fighters were secretly preserving the prayers of authenticity. Warm beds of dust. They comfort us full of lies. No one fights to remember the truth. No one even fucking tries. That matrix steak tastes damn delicious with this side of imaginary fries. Not one silly soul takes the red pill to force open their eyes. Focused on male heroes, no one sees the real power lies with Lady Trinity, always blind to the stealth strength buried in her feminine divinity.
Oh no! No, Rita, no.
No, I wasn't ready
We
for
lost her. We lost her.
No.
Man.
She was dropping some serious gems right now.
I know. I hope she can get her connection right and get
All
back
right.
to us because I want to hear it.
I know. Wait. Is that her just jumping in? Oh, there she goes. Hey! Can we try that again?
So sorry, my internet's been fine until this moment. So
listen, I told you it doesn't want us to be great sometimes.
I don't know. Was it? It's tonight specifically or something.
Specifically, right?
Specifically.
All right, accidental poet. Can you please start that poem from the top and share it with us?
I think maybe it doesn't want me to do that poem, so I'm gonna just do a different one. This is it, and this
all
is
right.
5.
That's fine.
I don't know, man. It's not feeling me. A beautiful torture of toxic sex.
Ooh.
I've been trying to communicate that it's time to walk away, but his tantric toxic sex twists my tongue and makes the words hard to say. So instead, I just told him, the memories of our past escapes have been beautiful torture. Sex with you is always a delicious disaster. The feel of your hand on my ass was the prettiest little pain. The way you hit it was devilishly insane. Your thunder made my fluffy cloud rain. You threw me down to build me up again and again. You tied me up with your deep sighs. You whipped my skin with your dark eyes. And when you feel my breath, it causes delightful distress. You always come with a magnificent mess. Memories are enemies, constantly craving your scent. Your words surround me with exquisite torment. Your bow and my strings are always perfectly in tune. Our music driving me further into splendid ruin. Each thrust building on this amazing agony, always ending up sweetly sore from riding your pony. Still, though, it's time to be done with this toxic sex story. But as I try to walk away, he roughly grabs me. I've had toxic sex, he laughs at me, but you, sweetheart, are something else entirely. There's a flavor between your thighs that can only be described as divinely devised. There's an ancient magic in your potion that makes my mountain rise up out of this ocean. You altered the atoms of my being and changed my entire chemistry. I didn't notice the exposure, unaware it had affected me. You are more destabilizing and depowering. This toxic is addictive and devouring. I had a plan to just swallow you whole, but you're the one that sucked out my soul. I wanted to lick up every drop of your sweet confection. Now it's overtaking me like a fevered infection. You lured me in with a siren song only your mouth can make. I was mystified how you played my flute and charmed my snake. Your pixie dust turned my horse into a unicorn. You made toxic sex into fantasy porn. So don't talk that shit and look at me with scorn. Fuck that, baby girl. You're not going anywhere anymore. And that's that piece.
Mm.
Okay. Yes.
The internet wanted that nasty talk.
Accidental poet needs to accidentally get on the accidental hotline if you
She been there. She been there.
Ew.
The internet was like, no, we're gonna talk nasty today, okay?
Thank you so much for sharing. That was amazing.
Yeah, they out here quoting you, sis. Oh yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
Tim is in the building.
Hey, what's up, Tim? He's commenting, sharing the love. Do you have anything that you wanted to promote? Are you anything going on? Just come follow you.
Yeah, come follow me on Instagram. I'm Rita. Just go in heels. There's a podcast actually dropping tonight. Some erotic magic as well. But give me the mic.
Yeah,
always all the Honey Dripper events on Clubhouse. So I'm accidental-poet there. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for pulling up. So glad. And I want you to come back and bring that other poem too, because I need to hear the rest of it.
Yes. What an amazing piece. What an amazing evening. What an amazing lineup we've had thus far.
You guys are amazing tonight.
It's been nothing but heavy hitters in the virtual building. We love to see you all. We have some amazing artists still to come. We actually have our amazing feature, Ayana, on deck. Ayana, you are on deck, so everybody tuning in, you make sure you got all your, speakers right and whatnot. We got our feature on deck. But blessing the mic right now, we got to show all the love. Put your virtual and your real and your cyberspatial palms together for Katera Speed.
Yay! Great to be here.
How are you?
Yes, you made it.
Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
You sound great.
Yeah, you do.
All right. This is my room. I love art. This is
nice.
I have a piece where you guys might relate. Like when you're a kid, growing up, you have so many dreams. And then when we become adults, like we feel like we had to be realistic and be adults. So hopefully this bring out your inner child and help you guys dream even bigger. This is called Wildish Dreams. Digging deep inside. What? You guys ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Digging deep inside. What can I find? My wildest dreams, my inner child. Here's what I found. A stallion with personality, fierce and strong. My husband's love overflows, a single house with lots of land. 2 beautiful children running around, loving themselves and confident. A kitchen full of food, an indoor slide, hidden rooms, a wall to rock climb, mirrors in the studio, treehouse in the back, a dog filled with energy, happy chinchillas. How did this happen? I told my family I'm dating. He is embraced, knows basic Vietnamese, he fits right in. Not just that, my family's united. No colors divide us, we're just human. As for the wedding, it's aligned with our vision. Married to the love of my life, safe to say he's my husband. Wedding vows, a poem, knew it by heart, recited. As for the reception, only few were invited. Though, let's rewind. Before our marriage, I will graduate college, heal from my traumas, forgive all who has wronged me, and forgive myself. I can't forget. Stuffed animals I'll create, empowering hoodies I'll design, hats, bracelets, and jewelry, all on my website. Lots of books, nonfiction and fantasy, stick-figure comics and poetry. My name will be known as Katera Speaks, all around the world my authenticity. Being vulnerable, courageous, disrupting the norms, I'll be known for pushing the comfort zone, entrepreneur, poet, speaker, storyteller, and narration for books, voice actor for Disney, stand-up comedian, voice actress. I can already see it. Here are my ultimates. I say these with confidence. I have no regrets. I speak my truth. I don't seek validation or approval. I inspire self-love. Mine's unconditional. I travel the world. Financial freedom. Stress-free. No debt, no worries. An extraordinary wife, exceptional mother. Personal chef. Perform globally. Now, let's dive deep. Let's see. You see me in hospitals, schools, shelters, and prisons. I'll be on more tours for my poetry and speaking. I inspire healing. People feel understood, no longer alone. I speak about my traumas. I have so many outlets. Netflix, podcasts, multi-bestsellers, even have a gallery filled with my creation, photography, art, and poetry. At the core of all this, I'm unapologetic. I speak my mind. I speak my truth. I'm free from oppression. I am free. Joy is a common emotion. Living my life for me on my own terms. Don't self-deprecate. I'm my own best friend. I give myself permission to dream my dreams. I can have it all. I can have anything. After all, I'm a goddess. Poem.
Okay.
Okay. That was amazing.
You were spitting. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have to comment on this because I'm just a weirdo. But I love how you start off, like before you even started the poem, you're like, sounds so sweet and cute, and you're like, this is my room, and I love art. And then you started doing your poem, and you was like, oh no, like the head roll, the neck snap, and I was like, oh, Katera.
Why, yes.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Katera. Do you have anything that you want to promote or anything while you have the space here?
Well, I'm still working on my poetry album and my books.
Ooh.
So when you guys look me up, I'm on my IG. I eventually will have that out, and I'm gonna be coaching with authenticity, like embracing self-love and your flaws, because this is a big issue, like being perfect. You don't have to be. You can accept and embrace your flaws and insecurities, because once you do that, you are a powerhouse. Confidence is contagious.
Ooh, I like that. Confidence is contagious. I like that.
Thank you.
Is that your art on your page, on your Instagram page?
One of them is I'll show you right here.
The Phoenix? The heart?
Yep.
Ooh.
Love is unstoppable.
I love that. And that Phoenix. What?
Mm-hmm.
Jay likes her phoenixes.
I do, and I do love, I'm a big art collector. Like, I can't paint, but I love buying art from artists. So I always ask. But thank you so much for sharing. I hope to see you back here. Where are you tuning in from, and how did you hear about Virtual Voices?
I'm tuning in from Maryland. It's near DC.
Oh, cool.
I heard it from Deep Thought.
Hey, good thoughts. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Spreading the good word. We love to have it. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Wow.
we're gonna do
Out on
round
the
two.
stage.
Yeah, we're gonna do a round two after our feature. So please, you guys that are in here, we would love for you guys to stick around so you can share more poetry with us or whatever artistry.
Yes. Tune in.
All right, who do we got? Okay, so we're gonna bring our feature performer up to the mic. On deck, we are gonna share some poetry, Leah V and I. Maybe not at the same time, but you know,
One day, not today,
One
but
day.
one
we will do a collab. We started one, it just never finished.
day. We got a whole list of projects we need to finish first.
That's a fact. All right. No business now. It's time. It's time to show some love, to put your hands together for
I'm
our
so
feature
excited.
performer, who is a poet, a lyricist. I stumbled upon her due to these amazing hashtags that are on Instagram, and I was like, "Yo, you are so fire! I would love to have you on the show." And I had to tell her, like, "Yo, I found you through this hashtag, so it's working. Keep doing it." Because you got people, we need to hear this as artists and curators and all that. When we market our stuff and we're promoting all our projects, you know, when somebody discovers you through however, like, we need to hear this because we need to know what's working and what isn't. So please don't be shy telling somebody, like, "Hey, I found you through this," or "I found you through that," because it helps us kind of like know where we could dedicate more time as far as promoting and marketing. So just a little tip for y'all. But please, all the way from California, so it's still daylight over there. Put your hands together for Ayana Iman.
Woo! Hey guys. You guys are all so amazing. Thank you for having me. Can you guys hear me well? I have my fan on. I know sometimes it's kind of loud.
You sound great.
Yes.
And you are glowing.
Thank you. I got a little event I got to go to after this. But let's hop into it. I am an emotional roller coaster, so all of these poems are going to just be all over the place. A whole bunch of different vibes and experiences. But let's start with the newest one called Nonconformist. All right. It's magical for real. The art of nonconformity, of accepting the journey, the yearning to let go, the ability to move slow in such a fast-paced world. Stop in time. It's magical for real. Being able to step out of line and into your own mind and exist there. Imperatives and double-crossing narratives are at resist there, but with acceptance and love, it's magical for real. To be able to control the way it feels, to be able to mold the way you heal, because everything is everything. And knowledge is infinite, so everything is every being. Energy never dies. And to conform is to subside, and it ain't no magic in that. It ain't no rabbits and hats. It ain't no oohs and ahs. You need vibrations, meditations, tapping into self and pulling out creations. It's magical. And you got to be aligned because it's tactical. So be still, study hard and refill, regroup, redo everything they told you to and put your own magic in it. Make your own habits different. This lifestyle is a bad religion, damage ridden, until you tap into your magic. End poem. Okay, so this next poem, y'all want to do this one next? Y'all want a wild poem next? Let's do a wild poem.
Yeah, we're here for all of it.
We'll bring it back down. Okay, so I wrote this poem after my ex of 9 years pissed me off. So you guys have a great idea of where this is going. So I hope that every time you fuck her coochie, break the glove. I hope that every time you fall, it ain't never love. I hope that when you try to sleep, you steady waking up. Your demons haunt you in your dreams and fuck up your slumber. And every time you shoot your shot, you don't get the number. I hope your shoes untie every couple steps, and that you never meet a girl who give good oral sex. I hope your eyes go bad before you 33, and your teeth start to rot and turn a dirty green. I hope you lose on Black Ops every single time, and every time you join a team, they kick you off the line. I hope your phone starts to glitch for no fucking reason, and your car stalls out before important meetings every time, like it's a curse because you a stupid nigga. I hope every time you cash a check, that shit bounce back. And the next time you buy a pound, they send a dime sack. I hope that every time you place a bet, your ticket never hit. Ooh, and every time she suck your dick, she don't use any spit. I hope your wine bottle's left inside the freezer. And a week after you buy some shoes, I hope you find them cheaper. I hope your car breaks down in the drive-thru, and you in the middle, so there's somebody in front and behind you. Look, I hope you late for work when this shit happened too, and you starving because your broke ass ate sleeper food. I hope your baby mama keep your ass on child support. I hope you never win a case in court and all your kids suck at sports. I hope somebody rob you at gunpoint. Okay, now I hope the gun ain't got no bullets in it, but you shit your pants. I hope you get this in your fucking hands. I hope you get a hangnail every fucking day, and your next girl coochie smell like fish fillet. I hope every time you serious, everybody play, and nobody ever give a shit about what you got to say. I hope your world crumbles into a million tiny pieces, and every time you open your door, you get some doggy pieces. You a dog ass nigga. Oh yeah, and I hope you never hit my line again. And poem. Sorry, I can get a little disrespectful.
If Petty was a poem, I love it.
It was the Black Ops for me.
It was the kids not being able to play sports for me.
I hope they suck, all of them.
That was magical.
Okay, now on the bright side, this poem was written at the beginning of the relationship when he was a cool person, you know? So, every word I utter in your name is like poetry. Just the thought of the existence of you is poetic, prophetic, like a story I never thought I'd live. Kind of like finding gold at the end of a rainbow, a story I never thought existed until I found you. You were the calm after the rain, and no matter the pain I'd been through, it must be worth it, me finding you. You are like poetry. Can you guys hear that, the window rocking? Can you guys hear that extra noise, or am I good? Because it's bothering me.
You're good. We heard it, but you're good. It's very faint.
Okay, start over. Every word I utter in your name is like poetry. Just the thought of the existence of you is poetic, prophetic, like a story I never thought I'd live. Kind of like finding gold at the end of a rainbow, a story I never thought existed until I found you. You were the calm after the rain, and no matter the pain I'd been through, it must be worth it, me finding you. You are like poetry. Like the sound of deep jazz, you are music to my ears when everything seems bad. You are art galleries and live theaters and huge ballrooms too. You are everything I've ever hoped for. Who are you? Who are you to come in here changing shit? Telling me it's okay, healing all my pain and shit. Telling me you a real man and actually not being a hypocrite. Who are you? And why are you here? You are like poetry. All of my unfinished thoughts, my run-on sentences, my smears and black spots, you were never perfect. Only made in the image of perfection, stroked in respect and swayed in affection. You are like an oasis. That's my unexplained happy thoughts, my smiles to myself, assisted by chuckles and head nods, lingering in my mind like the smell of sweet cologne, like exhaling the pain after an inhale of homegrown, because you are homegrown. And I was in hell. Your soul French kissed my nose and signed its name in the smell. You told me no matter what, you'd always be there. And I believe it. Because when it's cold, I can still feel your soul tap dancing on the buds of my tongue. The air escaping my lungs with no intentions of getting away. Painting your images on the breaths that escape through my gap. Dancing on the wind just to make sure I laugh. You are like poetry. You see, you penetrated my thoughts and whispered secrets to my insecurities that probably sound something like get lost because they were blocking your view. You see, we made love in my daydreams and conceived in deja vu because this has never happened before. And it will only ever happen one time again, and we don't know when. So you impregnated my voice box, filling up capacity in my throat, stealing quotes away from demons as they lined up to be spoke. You made me better because you are like poetry. And poem. Yeesh.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
That was fire.
Somebody cutting onions in here.
I know. That's why I'm like, dang, I haven't said this poem in forever. Okay. We still friends. He and I. So that's still a valid poem. Okay. Next, let's tap into erotic yawn a little bit. Okay. So
yes. Just be about that life.
Not too erotic, but erotic enough. Okay. I've always been asexual. But somewhere between the lines, I found myself lusting for you, such a spiritual crime, but you've awakened my lotus. Then drank from my flower bomb. Now you feeding for my flesh and you totally had sprung and we can't keep it together. God forbid we go to hell just for sleeping together. I honestly didn't think it was that deep. I've always been sapiosexual, like, baby, penetrate my mind. Now I'm looking in your eyes like, penetrate me from behind. Thinking about you bending up my spine. Damn, I can't control these thoughts. I hate going to the doctors, but I love your back shots. And you've never been a fan of swimming until you took a dip in my deep end. And I really hope you don't drown, because to me, you're only a friend who I call Ben, and Ben probably went over your head. But before you figure it out, you'll probably be back in my bed, giving me head, begging me to be your girl. But the answer to that is better left unsaid, because I don't do well with titles. And with how attractive you are, I'd probably have rivals. And honestly, you would too. And that's just something I wouldn't want to do. But they say lust is a temptation. And I ain't too proud to beg, but the way you do the things you do got me wishing I said yes instead. Then I remember we're both Christians. Therefore, this lust is morally wrong, but the way I'm feeding for your flesh got me totally head sprung, and we can't keep it together. Damn. God forbid we go to hell just for sleeping together, but obviously it's that deep. Because last night I found myself lusting in my sleeping, woke up to realize I was wet dreaming. Lord, why is this such a spiritual crime? If we were making love instead of lust, would you consider it sublime? Sometimes I feel foolish. I promised myself that I would wait until I was married, but there's something about your body and it's really kind of scary. You make me forget I'm in the wrong. My heart beat and my moans in sync with your baritone. I'm afraid that I can't keep you in the friend zone for too long, but this is powerful beyond measure. Damn. I think I'm addicted to your pleasure. Fuck, we gotta do better. God forbid we go to hell just for sleeping together. And poem.
Yes.
I love that refrain. That was amazing.
Thank you. Okay, I think I have two more. For you guys.
Do it to him, mama.
Sorry, I'm an avid water drinker, so
Yes.
water. If y'all haven't drank your water today,
I agree with
get
it.
two more bottles in. Before the night is over. Make sure you do it. It's a test. It's a test of time. Okay, so which one do I have next? Let's do. I have 5 brothers, so this poem is very dear to me. And it is just about men not necessarily being able to be vulnerable within our society. And I don't like that at all. So I wrote this poem. Men don't get the chance to open up enough. I know you tired of talking about shoes and hoes you used to fuck. Probably scared of being judged because all you know to be is tough. Never accepted love from anybody but your mother. Too busy fucking bitches. Probably ain't never had a lover, and you probably ain't never expressed your dreams to anyone, huh? You probably keep them suppressed, and when you finally meet a girl who cares enough to ask about them, you probably gonna lie, defend your pride, then laugh it off like you don't got them, because let's be real, a lot of men just don't know how to get deep. Until they close their eyes, remove their pride, and become that person in their sleep just to wake up tomorrow and not know who the fuck they want to be. So what if I told you I want to be your friend? And even though I like you, that's where we'd begin. What if I showed you I listen and I complimented your smile and I noticed you got a lazy eye, but it only drifts off for a while, then snaps back into reality. And oops, there goes gravity and we drift into your dreams. And I meet the person you've been hiding and tell them, you know, you really ain't as bad as you think. And then I try to take him out because he secretly loves to dance, but his boys fuck it up every time we get the chance. And what if I told you none of them dudes matter? And I silence all of your flaws and the chatter of our laughter. What if I showed you it's okay to be you? And then funny faces you make at your mom, shit. What if you made them at me too? What if I told you I see you and I didn't judge any of your thoughts and I helped you understand them when they wandered and got lost, and I learned you were a germaphobe and that you like to keep your nails fresh. So you came with me to the nail shop whenever I'd get a new set and I never judged you for it. What if I told you I like anime too? And I let you call me bro because I kind of think it's cool. And when you go get your hair cut, fuck it, I'll get mine cut too, just to show you fuck what they think. It's okay to be you. When was the last time you've ever been vulnerable? You had to open up and know yourself. Have you ever been uncomfortable? When was the last time you told anybody about the last girl who broke your heart? Or that you refused to fall in love again, because when you fall hard. So what you gonna do when you get the chance to open up in love? Poem.
Yes.
So beautiful.
I love how you like to challenge people to think by asking questions in your poetry.
Yeah,
Oh,
I like that a lot.
Thank you. Okay. So this poem here is to everyone in this room. I love this poem. When I wrote this poem, as soon as I put the period, I said, this is going to be the poem that gives me the most exposure that I ever get. And I was featured in a Tory Lanez video, and I was able to do this poem. So this poem is very dear to me.
Okay. Flex real quick.
Okay. You are the epitome of beauty. You are the music to this soul child. Don't you know you're so beautiful? You were perfectly imperfect, stitched at the hands of our creator. Has anyone ever told you your flaws are exquisite? Nah, I don't think you get it. Your flaws are intriguing. Don't let them try to dim you. You lighten up a room without even speaking. You are prepossessing. You shine like stars in the desert sky, and you roar like waterfalls in July as radiant a tropical forest. Your smile, well, your smile is a landmark, and those who you encounter are honored tourists. You are magnificent. You are the exhale of our creator. God spoke life into you, and you define 4-letter words like love, hope, true, beautiful, like beautiful symphonies, harmonic melodies, leaves dancing on the trees in a warm summer breeze. You are everything you ever wanted to be. Beautiful. I just want you to know that gorgeous and adorable are understatements in comparison to you. As attractive as accents of French, Jamaican, and Latin, beautiful like fashion. This didn't accidentally happen, purposely on purpose, handcrafted with passion, enticing like nappy roots and dark skin with excessive amounts of melanin. You are more beautiful than everything society has ever tried to belittle you of. Yo, I'm convinced that you own the copyright of beauty engraved with gold and diamonds on your heart. Beautiful like art. As divine as the way Yahweh rolls off of the tongue, the air filling God's lungs. Yes. I'm convinced that God said, let there be beauty when he breathed life into you, because you, well, you're beautiful. Poem.
Yes.
I like that. She finished on the empowering note.
Spoke life into that poem.
That was beautiful. Thank you so much for that hope. Yes.
Yes. Give it up one more time.
Yes, give it
up. Thank you. Thank you.
That was Ayana Iman, our featured performer. Do you have anything that you want to promote that you, I know you just dropped some music, right?
Yeah, I just dropped a song. It's a summer like turn up song. I have an EP that's gonna drop Leo season, Leo gang. I have an EP dropping August 11th, and then I'm in the works of doing publications for my poetry book, which is also going to be having audio visual. So it's going to be the book, a 3-part, the book, the audio, and it's going to have a whole storyline visual because all the poems go together and creates a whole story. It's called Retrograde, so be on the lookout for that.
Yes, most definitely. Make sure y'all follow, that y'all support, subscribe, turn the notifications, send some money to the Cash App. You already know. She's a Leo, so your birthday's coming up. When's your birthday?
August 11th.
Oh, so you're dropping it on your birthday? Yes. I like that. And your birthday's a week after mine. I'm the 4th. So
okay, happy birthday, Leo.
We rolling deep in here tonight. Thank you so much, Ayana. You are absolutely amazing.
Yes, we appreciate you blessing the stage tonight. Y'all go follow Ayana, everybody.
Yes. Thank you. All right. Oof, I need a second to collect myself, because after I get all this deep, amazing poetry back to back, it's like I forget where I'm at. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta finish hosting.
It's almost as though it's majestic.
It is, but like I be wanting to like sit down and like digest everything.
Yeah,
but I can't because I have to keep the show must go on.
You have to keep flowing and growing, Jay.
Yeah, that's why I go back and I be listening to the replays. Like, it's funny. People be thinking like, didn't she just sit through 3 hours of this? And I'm like, I want to hear it again. That's it. I'm a weirdo. All right, so we're gonna keep it going. We're gonna step into our second round. We have some new people in the room that will be joining us for our second round. But we're gonna set off the second round since Leah V and I did not get a chance to go spit some poetry. So without further ado, please put your hands together for my partner in creative crimes, Miss Leah V.
Hello, everybody.
Welcome back.
Okay, so that was definitely Blue Flame's voice I heard. Before I begin, I just want to say thank you guys all for being here. Old faces, new faces, it's just every time. I know I say it every time, but every time we have these sessions, these enchanting evenings with one another, really just reminds me why I do this. It's definitely a form of therapy and a form of release for me, whether I spit or not. Just hearing you guys speak your truth. So thank you so much. Thank you to our amazing feature. And I'm just gonna go ahead, and I think some of you guys have heard this. I wrote it at the end of 2020. It was just like some type of reflection. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it to it. Sorry, guys, you're just going to have to listen. Unpredictable like the weather this year has tethered us to adjectives as dreadful and darkly humorous and illogical even. Perhaps illogical isn't the most appropriate term when metaphorically mentioning weather. After all, we are surrounded by affirming climate activists. The weather is clearly no accident, but I digress. Our storm, this viral storm, this shit storm has yet to be weathered because we continue to have to brace our backs and our forwards against and toward the downward governmental disintegration of nationally inflicted ruin. There's a lot more to be fixed before we dismiss the awful weather that is ever rising human error. Although in many social digital spaces, painted faces claim that life is still but a dream, posting obscene scenes of palm trees and seas as though we're not all living amid the same mass of infectious disease, or perhaps they're repressing through consumed Z's needed to survive the reality of this time. I once heard that the earth doesn't stop spinning for anyone. It continues to circulate, as does my mind. It continues to circulate around my spine, around the sense of time that claims that my patriarchal creator is no longer with us. Physically, that is. How am I supposed to grasp the holy fucking cliche fact that life truly does go on against your will? I simply have not arrived at that end location yet. My breath is continuing to still find a safe pace, and I still have to take it minute by minute, not day by day, but allow me to grant you and myself some sunshine amid this shitstorm. Enough of this cliche 3 a.m. artistry bullshit. My man's brother passed 2 months after my father. Rest in peace, Marcus. But nothing makes you more sure of your partner than how you practice grief alongside one another, smack dab in the middle of a rampant pandemic. The assurance I have found along his side has blossomed into the highest of emotional intelligence. We have become a piece of peace, an enveloped configuration of the known phrase, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere, and we're making it, baby. We're making it the same way my mother has made Christmas trees of peacock ribbons, rainbow tributes compiled of baby rocks and colors quoted against fabric. My mother has been crafting through her grief, owning it, heartbroken and proudly standing strong as creation consumes her, using shaving cream slathered in food coloring to cast images of trees and seeds flourishing, combining flowers and leaves with glitterified twine, all to purge out her need to make the way mothers do. It's been a gift to witness her expansion through artistic honor, the way only mothers know how to caress pain. And it's magic. I've caressed my own pain, found a partnership in a woman who has shared her rose garden with me. Our alliance has grown into much more than an outlet. Together we have heard virtual voices along wavelengths. Our heartaches have been melded to that of others across the nation, beyond borders, time zones twisted into one enchanting evening, written, sweetly spoken energy. I have improved my own life, become healthier in my thought process, but not without repetitive relapse. Naturally, wisdom comes from experience, I imagine, and eventually you learn to love yourself gently when you need it the most. And I continue to climb corporate callings for the sake of a paycheck, but it's not forever though, and something's got to fund the dream, you know. I've gigged up and down across protests and screen machines, and I've recorded my trauma with much more to come, oozed out ideas for my future, self-absorbed, projected projects of poetry and playful release, necessary, playful, perhaps painful release. I used to screech through speakers, hey, bad for the heart, good for the art, right? If I knew then what I know now. And despite the all-knowing conclusion concluded at the end of this lap around the sun, the fact that human nature will always lack natural compassion, still, I've managed to find the passion in the fractions of my communities, of the people in front, alongside, and behind me. I am blessed beyond belief. The only way to survive this time is people. People need people. We're fortunate to share these technologies, even with Big Brother watching us and all. Otherwise, I don't think we'd have made it this year. And as we all know, many of us didn't. One way or another, people need people. I made it this year because I have people, I hear people, I feel people, I love, and I love people through the distance, through the virtual voices, through past and present pain. So come find me after the storm. Dearest fellow 2020 shitstorm trek and traveler, keep yourself covered and meet me at Grand Central under the backwards constellations. I'll see you there, heartbroken yet hopeful, next year. Thank you.
Oh my gosh, that wordplay is awesome.
I know her. I know her.
Oh, my nephews haven't heard that one. I thought for sure they've heard everything by now.
Yeah, Tim was quoting you.
Of course.
Yeah, y'all making a baby. I mean, that what's going on here?
What?
He's trying to pull that usher on you.
Titi needs. You guys need my permission first.
When did? Oh, he said we're making it. I was like, whoa, Jay.
Oh, we're making it, baby. I read that so wrong.
I forgot the pronoun.
She said, y'all making a baby?
I was like, I need to approve this. Hold on. I didn't talk to mom about this. Like, we need a family meeting. Like, wait.
J Rose in the building.
All right, Tim. I'm sorry.
Thank you guys so much for listening to me. You know, I tried to talk as fast as I could. You guys already know I keep my poems long and strong, okay? So we're going to keep it moving and grooving on this amazing evening we've been having. Felt good to spit for you guys. It's been an amazing lineup so far. We're just getting into round 2. Before we get into round 2, you know I have to bring up everybody's favorite talk show host. You know, you might have heard her. She might have been called Jay Ropra at one point in time. Y'all, so put your hands together for the one and only queen, Jay Rose.
I'm here for
It's
the Jay
amazing how you
Ropra.
gas you like that.
I like that. Jay Ropra. I like that. Thank you. You always have the best intros. Thank you everybody that's been here, like rocking with us. Everybody that's watching on Facebook and YouTube, I appreciate you guys. If you are trying to get into the studio, don't worry, we're gonna make some space for you in a minute, so you can be able to join us. Just keep watching on Facebook and YouTube. I will check you in, and when you hear your name being called up, then come on into the StreamYard. Let me just share this piece real quick. I'm gonna change the tone a little bit because, you know, Creative Minds came up in here and he just like set it off with the erotic talk. So I was like, oh, this is the kind of night we having tonight. Bet, say less. So I'm gonna share this piece. I haven't read it in a while, so act like y'all ain't heard it before, okay? Make believe. Be extra. It's titled Writer's Block. He says, I make his pen wet. Well then, let me put on that curve-hugging dress he likes so much, slip on the heels he loves to watch me walk in and transform into the muse he's starving for. His writer's block stands no chance against the power of my persuasion. I can feel him watching me. His eyes burning through me with desire. God only knows how much I love playing with fire. Pulling me in closer to his arms. He feels like home and he smells so damn good. It's time to get him writing. His inspiration rising as I softly kissed his neck. And just like that, the first stroke of his pen. Out slid haikus of the warm wetness between my lines. He wrote sonnets about the softest skin he's ever touched, the sweetest lips he's ever kissed, and the wildest lover he's ever had. Poems of provocative foreplay poured down my thighs as he recited them like the linguistic champion that he is. I was more than ready for the next stroke of his pen. He bound my pages with his leather belt, used his tie to gag my moans, and that's when his plot thickened. Rough and nasty, he dropped 16 bars on me. Ooh, I love it when he writes like that. Dominating my body while I submitted to every demand. His pen pressed harder as his writer's block faded more and more with every stroke. The sweetest savage to ever write me into ecstasy. And all I want to do is inspire him until his ink explodes all over this beautiful mahogany desk. And with it, all of his inhibitions. Laying there, chasing my breath, wondering to myself, why does he even write for me? He looked at me with those starving artist eyes and millionaire smile and said, you always make my pen wet. That's my piece.
Let's go.
Metaphors.
And the plot thickens.
Yeah. It's too hot out here on this summer evening.
That made me hot.
Down the pages with a letter bell.
I just love all the. There's just so many parts. I think I've heard that one before.
It's the old one. I just don't perform it often.
Yeah, but every time I've heard it. It's just you always catch something different. You know, that's the beauty. The beauty of spoken word is like you really like.
Oh, let me
really always catch something
off the screen. I'm like, why do I just see myself?
Yeah, but that was great. That was great, everybody. If you're not already doing it, then you make sure you follow J Rose at my_crumbled_thoughts. And of course, at the Rose Garden event. All right, we're going to keep it moving and grooving. We have round two. About to pop off. Oh, wait, no. Before we get into round two, we have a couple of people coming up. Oh, well, I guess technically they are part of round two. Okay, anyway, moving on. We've got Blue Flames the Poet on deck, but coming to the mic right now, a returning contender. Y'all put your hands together for Say on the Poet. Peace.
What's up, everybody? You guys hear me fine? Am I coming in good?
You sound great.
Good.
All right, thank you very much. So I have a poem here. This is a little bit of a reflective piece, you know, maybe a rhyme or two, double entendre or two. Let's see. All right, so here goes. I stand at the side of the crossroads, like we all do from time to time. My thumb up, hitchhiking, hoping someone else makes a decision. Hunger sets in as I wait for the beginning to end up in my favor. Favors done for others and ones they've done for me is the source of this division. My thumb is up, hitchhiking, hoping someone else makes a decision. All I have on my back is the backpack I can carry and my past regrets. Favors done for others and ones they've done for me is the source of this division. As baggage gets heavier, then heavier, and uncomfortable like high heels on Mount Everest. I have on my back, all I have on my back is the backpack I can carry and my past regrets. The weight of all these intangible things over time is heavier than youth. As the baggage gets heavier, then heavier and uncomfortable like heels on Mount Everest, I feel the sun beat down and a burden on my legs as seconds age the truth. The weight of all these intangible things over time is heavier than youth. A minute is a lifetime as sweat trickles through like a waterfall down my back. I feel the sun beat down and a burden on my legs as seconds age the truth. Backpack straps dig into my shoulders, and each passing lifetime, another setback. A minute is a lifetime and sweat trickles through like waterfall down my back. As these living drops pour out and down to wash away dead parts of me. Backpack straps dig into my shoulders, in each passing lifetime another setback. The waterfall is a surprise joy happening behind my back where my eyes can't see. All these living drops pour out and down to wash away the dead parts of me. I take up space as my sweat slows down my cracking face. In this heat, a fireplace. The waterfall is a surprise joy happening behind my back where my eyes can't see. Salt and water of life. Sweat stays between me and the heavy things I can't replace. I take up space as my sweat slows down my crackling face. In this heat, a fireplace. Now the burden of these intangible things become less heavy as lifetimes evaporate. The salt and water of life. Sweat stays between me and the heavy things I can't replace. It's time to loosen the straps of these things owning me. In this second, I separate. Now the burden of intangible things become less heavy as lifetimes evaporate. In the distance closing near, this car signaling me with a bumper sticker reading serendipity. It's time to loosen the straps of these things owning me. In this second, I'll separate. Through a rolled down window, the driver leans over and asks, "Where do you want to be?" In the distance closing near, the car signaling me with a bumper sticker reading serendipity. Hunger sets in as I wait for the beginning to end and end up in my favor. Through a rolled down window, this driver leans over and asks, "Where do you want to be?" I stand at the side of the crossroads, like we all do, from time to time. Poem.
Woo! That was amazing. I love that last line. That was powerful.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I'm in slow motion right now. Sam, thank you so much. Is there something that you want to plug? I know you have your podcast. Your
Oh yes, I'm a humble purveyor of podcasts, and it is free. So all I just say is lend me your ears for my haiku vibes. If you're interested in meditation, it is called Haiku Vibes. It's available where you find your podcasts, and that's like your 1 minute meditations and breathing exercises, soothing sounds, and haikus written by yours truly. So that's one podcast. Then I have a second podcast where I speak with poets about the art and the craft of poetry. We don't take ourselves too seriously there, and we let the poetry do the talking. So one question I don't really wouldn't really talk about is we drill down deep into a poem, but not like drilling the poet, if you guys understand what I'm talking about. But either ways, it's available where you find your podcast. And so check it out there. My very first episode of that launched back in June, and it was featuring none other than J Rose. She was my first ever guest for the Poetry Talks podcast. So please do check it out. And
that episode was fire, guys. Yo.
And you can follow me and hit me up on Instagram if you want to be a guest. Definitely give me a shout on Instagram Messenger, and we can start getting the process squared away. All right. Thank you, everyone in peace, and thank you for the space, J Rose, and thank you, Leah, for the space.
I like these sound effects. I'm gonna get some more of them.
Please do.
No, my machine with my effects is at Tim's house, so you've been holding it down. But you know what? We still need some flex bombs.
We do. I'll do it like. No.
No,
I sound like I have like a lungy.
Okay, so
what is going on with my?
What happened?
I don't know. See,
I think that happened to all of us.
Did it? Did we all get scrambled?
Whoa, Bizarro!
That was weird. Katera, I know that you were saying that you were gonna skate. But before you go, we're gonna give you the opportunity to share a piece because I know you have to leave, and then we'll go and jump into Blue Flames, the poet's performance. And just so y'all know, it is round 2. So y'all already know it is a lightning round. So what does that mean? That means you can't do no Leah V poems. You know what I'm saying? And I say Leah V poems because she be having some long ass poems. They are beautiful.
She not wrong though.
But I ain't lying. But round 2 is more of like a J Rose poem. J Rose, short and simple.
She be doing a minute or two.
Give us like 3 minutes, and trying to stay under that. So yeah, that is our round 2 kind of rule. So Katera, I know that you were gonna head out, so I really want you to share another piece. Oh, okay, we're gonna do musical chairs again. All right.
Oh, weird.
That is so weird. All right, but please put your hands together for Katera Speaks. Woo!
Hey. All right. This is a quick one. This is called What My Heart Wants. Hate how I perceive, how I feel powerless. They, the people, created deception, created my image on assumptions, put me on a pedestal, made me unicorn, perfect, ideal, amazing, surreal. I don't have the courage to shatter the illusion, to show off my flaws, to be truly authentic, scared to speak out, scared to be heard. This is why I write, to reveal who I am, though it's insanity. It doesn't really work. It's not comforting when it doesn't get heard. Why shatter the illusion when everything's okay? Well, my heart disagrees. My heart wants to scream out that is not. I am more. So when I am more than my image, pumping and pumping, fighting my doubts, trying to be felt. My heart is strong. It wants to be heard. I can't deny it. I must write until I can finally speak and become me. Not perfect, not ideal, not superhuman, but real. My heart is speaking, and I must listen. Replace hopeless with hope, powerless with powerful. I am no longer angry. I am empowered to finally break free of the image of me. What my heart wants is freedom. So here I am speaking as me.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. Thank you.
Yo, Katera be coming through with the little sweet innocent voice, and then you just demand like attention. You just demand like with your words. It's amazing.
Very powerful.
Love
Thank
it.
you.
Thank
Yo,
you so
I
much
want to
for
see you
being
write
here.
some bars. I want to see you rapping. I feel like you got it in
Oh
you.
gosh.
Maybe next time.
Woo!
Yes, please come back next time. Thank you so much for kicking it with us, Katera. We loved
Yes,
having you
thank
come.
you.
Yes. Thank you
Please
guys for
come
having me.
back. Yes, yes, yes. Please come back. Please come back. All right, let's keep it going. We got this lightning round popping. Katera has left the building. Just I see you in the YouTube. Why don't you come on in? We got a spot for you in the studio because you are on deck.
Yes, Just is on Diggity Deck. Just DMC on Diggity Deck. Blessing the mic right now. Y'all put your hands together for our familiar frequent flyer, Blue Flames the Poet.
Well, I just want to make sure real quick that for those who are new to me and Leah V, I didn't forget about you because I got pieces that are broken up into 6 parts. I've already done the first 3 on the previous one. I'm about to do my other set of 3 for this one. So when you get a chance to go back and peep the previous one.
Hold on, I got a question because are your next 3 pieces under 3 minutes? Because this is the lightning round.
It's not as long as my other pieces. For these 3, it's like the other 3. They're not too long.
You sure about that? I think that, you know, we got to kind of evaluate your perception of time, Blue Flames. I don't know. Oh, what was that?
Well, I'll try to get through them as best as I can.
All right, darling, let's go.
All right, so this is part 4, Complicated History. Participation is key to volunteer my beliefs when those moments call for awakenings. Anticipation hits me up, yet I hang up like I'm denying my ascension to answer back. So here's the voicemail after voicemail after voicemail for everything going on everywhere and everyone else besides me. While I'm on my sabbatical, trying to realign with my poetic relationship. And I still want to open up more. But I need a closed area to hold myself accountable for the messages I share with others. Sending my love and tough love up close and even from a distance while I'm both. Expressing the duality between the personal and the social. The way I'm reaching leaves me to wonder about the many times I've made things difficult as I'm trying to make more amends for them. Now I clearly owe this huge one to myself on multiple occasions, affecting those around me, how my ripple effect became the dominoes, obsessed counting the sea of days that goes by, because I've been present, but I'm sleepwalking, going through the motions like I've been missing out on so much great things I could bring, what the good of the world could bring me that I can be. Part 5, owning up to the responsibility. I've beaten myself up and torn myself down one too many times, curling up in the corner, collecting dust from these old revamped thoughts. I took out on everybody else, when I was the one shelved, casting myself aside, on the bench, holding back while my back is turned, about to go back to the lockers, not allowing anyone to see me break with a strong heart, but a weak mental dome. A weak mental dome means a shutdown on this vessel before the reboot of my system to re-enter the game is to subtly make changes on an individual level, speaking to the motivators that speak to me. Again, carving my own path, even when all that inspires me gets me to write like this. To be a walking, talking work of art and motion, I ain't the statue in a heroic pose, posing like I'm the savior. Is it really that pretentious of me to think high but stay low? I got my touch the sky dreams and still want to be on my grounded flow. I can't be selling ideas on investments and can't pay the lease. I got to check in on the sure thing when it's a sure thing that it's official establishment. the balancing counteract to combat pre-notions that I'm bankrolling on quotations just to feed the rotation. And part 6, the person behind the meaning. This shoebox of worn paired ideas that appear to be lacking in the world premiere, because in this sandbox of supply and demand, enabling the check boxes will always want to hold us by the hand, which is exactly why I want my presence to mean something. As an absolute of the ordinary person with extra showcases supplying the loot for the demand of the thought process that's building. Wanting to set an example like others who do as well in the line of many artists of expression. Knowing that our own circumstances alone don't mean we are. When in person or on the phone, that genuine place where it comes from ain't gonna be hindered by dial tones. Communication says it all. And that's what get me to believe in that cause. As the evidence in my penmanship, my spacebar tactics, that I ain't always gotta get crazy with the wordplay to play it off, even on a bad day. I wanna give to receive. It ain't for the greed as I olive branch so that we can achieve. Look, I really want to see the best in me. If I'm considered to be respected and appreciated, there's no need to really bracket this for the title comparisons as the impact is in position.
Woo! I heard those. I heard the references.
Did someone say something about J Rose?
Come on, dog.
I thought I heard my name.
We love J
Bro,
Rose.
you should put that like on a like a poetry EP or something. All 6 parts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
That would be interesting to do. I mean,
I'll
I've
just
always had
bother
ideas for
you.
what I want to do with music and poetry put together. I'm
There you
still
go. I'll just bother you until you do it. I'm that annoying person that like when I know that you have some type of talent, I'll be like, so what's up with that book? What's up with that album?
exactly.
I'm annoying in that way. But you know, you need
Nah,
annoying
I'm used
people.
to it at this
Everybody
point.
needs everybody needs an annoying J Rose in their life. I'm telling you.
Big facts. Big fact toys. Big fact toys.
Nah, I'm used to it at this
Everybody
point.
All right.
All right, so
Let's keep it going.
let's keep it going and flowing for sure. I think I hear myself. Anyway.
No, that's not you. Just.
So
Are you there? Oh, that is us.
I hear us. I don't know where it's we're coming from somewhere.
Facebook. Are you there? I'm gonna mute you for a second. Somebody's thing is playing. Who is doing this? I'm gonna mute you.
It was just it was just.
Justin, turn off your Facebook or YouTube, whatever it is that you're listening.
It was
Just, I keep muting you because you are fucking it up. Stop unmuting yourself. Mute the YouTube. You're playing it on YouTube.
Please
on another
exit
device.
the YouTube and Facebook.
All right.
Okay, we in the building.
What's up, Jess?
I know.
Yo, so
Why are you sideways?
I can't hear you. If that was me, the feedback. All right, so we're gonna do this. I'm gonna just read your faces. I'm out here. We out here. How's everybody doing?
Yo, you always got feedback going on.
We out here in Brooklyn. Is my camera sideways or is that
Yes,
just me?
it's
Why does it look
sideways.
like that? Hold up.
Yo, Justin, I swear he be killing me. Turn the phone
No.
around. He said, "Why I look
Is it
like that?"
is it sideways or is that just me?
Yeah, it's sideways.
No, it's sideways.
Turn it over.
It's sideways for all of us.
How do I change that?
Turn the phone around.
Oh, it's moving. We're moving. We're moving.
Yes.
Called a neck cramp.
Yo. I really do love his music, and if I didn't like his music, I wouldn't put up with this. But this is, but I love him. He's a really dope guy.
All right, we back in business.
Yes, Josh.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good? I'm just kidding. Yo, we out here. We live. How y'all doing tonight?
We good. Chilling.
That's good. We are out here. Yes, I go by the name of Just DMC. Follow me on all social media at Just DMC. I'm gonna actually do something different today. Y'all don't know about this yet, but
new shit.
Yeah, this is I recently released an album titled Ghetto Child. If you don't know, follow me. It's on my Instagram. Listen to it. Let me know what you think. Let me know what your favorite song is. I mean, they're all my favorite, but you know, I got the top. So this right here is my ultimate favorite song right now. And it's titled Star. And I would like to get into that with you. I can't hear you guys because, you know, it's on the phone and y'all didn't like my laptop playing y'all audio back because I like y'all on speakers. You guys didn't want that. So we just going to work with it. We're here. We're live in Brooklyn. Where my Brooklyn folks at. We live. We out here. Shout out to my people in Cali because, you know, they watching as well. Shout out to everybody around the world. Shout out to everybody who tuned in tonight. Because it's not easy doing what we do. And for anybody who has the courage to get up here and do it. Do it to the fullest. Do it with your heart. And I'm doing it every day. I sleep, wake up, eat, and dream this stuff. And it's crazy. So we're going to get into it. Yeah, so rock with me. This is Star off of Ghetto Child, my latest album, streaming right now. Go ahead and check it out. Let me know what you think. Follow me on all social media. Let's go. Oh, I ain't got my crew today. I'm sorry. I ain't got my crew today. It's a one-man show. So, you know, I got to go off camera something.
I love it. I love him.
Yeah. Yo, this goes out to anybody who told that they would never be nothing, that they would never amount to nothing, that their dreams don't matter. I'm here to tell you that you do matter and that you are somebody. You're a star. Come on, rock with me. Hey, I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm a star. And I'm gonna shine. Shining bright like a star. Shining bright. It's your time. Shine bright. It's your moment. Take control, grab it and own it. Porsche, Ferrari, brand new coat. Focus is ready, here's a coat. Glimmer, and always go. Solid, as a rocky fold. Embrace who you are told. Tongues, colors made a bowl. Light it up, toast to foreverness. Make that up, burn cheddars. Remain humble, on to better things. More happiness, no mind craziness. Benz matte black, icing wing. Too hot to party, make it over here. Witness greatness, time bright. Big on stages, no support, hype. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. And I'm gonna shine, shining bright, like a star. Shining bright, it's your time. Shine bright, it's your moment. Take control, grab it and own it. Porsche, Ferrari, brand new coat. Focus is ready, different coat. Look in the mirror, see hurt and pain. Worry about opinions, left the game. 7 times sorrow comes round again. Come to madness, feel a flame. Shower myself with silver, blind spot. Careless stress don't bother me, time got. This my moment, test me in, right shot. Core of the palace and with my cop. Shooting faster than the meteor. Caught up in the latest Dior. Stories won't get them there. It's all good, less is fair. I'm a star, I'm a star, I'm a star. And I'm gonna shine, shining bright, like a star. Shining bright, it's your time. Shine bright, It's your moment. Take control, grab it and own it. Porsche, Ferrari, break the coat. Focus is steady, just a coach. I'm a star. I'm a star. I'm a star. And I'm gonna shine. Shining bright like a star. Shine bright. It's your time. Shine bright. It's your moment. Take control, grab it and own it. Porsche, Ferrari, brand new coat. Focus is steady, deals with coach. Thank you. I appreciate y'all.
Yes.
Let's
go.
Again, I've been rocking with Jay Rose for a minute now. And I'm gonna just keep going. You know, we taking this on the road. I'm a star. That's it. We a star. And I just want to give y'all a quick rundown. I know I got like 2 minutes, but I wrote that song really to inspire everybody, because when I was coming up, it was, I know I can be what I want to be. And now in this day and age, I don't think the little brown boys and girls have that type of motivation. So I wanted to go ahead and create a song that inspired people, that, you know, there's no room for hate. We have no room for hate. And I wanted to let everybody know that you a star. You a star, you a star, they a star, he a star, she a star. And we all stars, and we gonna shine.
Yes. Give it up one more time for Just
Yes, we love the
Thank you so much.
At Just DMC, follow me on
One
all
man
platforms.
show. Let me tell you, Just be coming through. He always got some technological bullshit going on, but when he finally gets on the mic and does his thing, I really do appreciate his music, because it's not like what's out there, you know. He's really talking about the community. He's talking about growth, and he's doing it in such a creative way. So make sure y'all follow and stay in touch with each other, because that's big. The follows, the support, all that really helps us go far as artists.
We all we got.
That's
Let 'em
facts.
know, let 'em
All
know.
right, let's keep it going. We got this lightning round. We got people that want to come through and share some more of their stuff. We've got like somebody changed their name. I like it. Okay.
I know. I'm excited for that.
Me too.
Guys, so we're gonna keep it moving and grooving. Virtual voices, lightning round, as Jay said. Emphasis on the lightning. Let's keep it going and flowing and growing. So we've got Deep Thought, the lyricist, on deck. You are up next, Deep Thought. But welcoming back to the microphone, we have Creative Mind.
That's all I can say. Yeah, I'm gonna end it off with this one. I'm trying to get ready for tomorrow. Big event. Got to get my peoples ready. All right, here you go. She be eye-catching. She be Nefertiti, walking like an Egyptian in the sand of time, and she turned planets in the palm of her hands. As I saw the sun fall, cascaded, flooded the temple with her mystic energy. The glow from her floated soul, and the sand of time turned back from the sound of her musical notes. And I hope you are the one when the stars align, you will appear next to me. And if not, you are surely the prototype of my heart desire, hieroglyphics floating and gravitating into my heart. Moon eclipse fill the atmosphere full of energy, and our hemisphere magnetize our cerebrum. Two souls emerge, Jim, I, ergo, circling planet Mercury closest to the sun. Twin flames intertwine our minds, and as we dip in spaceships with no rearview mirrors, you see. We leave our past behind. No need to look back. It's just the two of us venturing out, building this empire up. I don't see any stars shining as bright as yours in this Milky Way. And if you ask me, I'm surely going to tell you I'm digging the view, guiding my heart as the North Star, finding my way into your arms. And I'm not trying to waste your time nor mine. So let's just spark one in the air. You see, you've been heavy on my mind, and I've been intrigued with you since day one. That twinkle in your eyes have me feeling like I'm falling deep, and I don't want to fall unless you're falling with me. You see, twinkle, twinkle, little star, how your light shines so bright. The day's on and I miss your voice. I can't wait to see you smile. Twinkle, twinkle, little star, how they connect you and I.
That was amazing. Thank you so much for that. Wow.
Okay, come through with the vocals.
So many bars on bars on bars.
Yes, I love the celestial references. I'm here for it.
Yes.
All right, let's keep it going. It is the lightning round. Deep Thought is, I don't know where he is. He said he was about to pop back in. So let's just keep, yeah, let's just keep going to well, on the list it says the great Sig. Oh, there he is. Hey, Deep Thought. So on deck we have the great Sigma, but it looks like now it's Dr. Ivory.
Dr. Ivory.
Dr. Ivory is on deck. If my friends from London heard me talking like that, they'd be like, "Shut the fuck up." My British accent is terrible. But yes, we got Deep Thought, the lyricist, about to bless the mic. And Dr. Ivory, I now I have to say it like that because Leah said it like that.
That's the only way you're gonna hear it now.
Yes, but please put your hands together for Deep Thought, the lyricist.
Man, I had to get in here quick.
That's what he said.
Right? Anywho. All right, I'm gonna get right into this so I'm not wasting nobody's time. This poem's called Distances. The mind plays tricks, portrays holograms and mirages. If you're not hip to magicians and illusionists, it's easy to feel the lift of your soul, so impossible to ever calculate where thoughts go. When all that you know ceases to flow, I'll be damned. So I find myself next to you as you sleep off the overdose of what we call love. Your pulse is the calmest it's been in a while. It's hard to be angry in REM stages, but that doesn't make the dreams less vivid. Our last memories are often the times that impact us the most. So somehow I can't even imagine your smile. Your touch doesn't feel the same. Those goosebumps reverse because the sound of your voice makes my blood boil. So I stayed thinking, wishing that this toxicity would lie dormant, so maybe just a little while longer we can have the moment of potential where other couples envy us. When you get emotional, I do too. Your emotions are confined to disappointment and sadness, mine anger and fear. So you see, we are no longer equals, standing on opposite sides of the equation, but it's the final solution. So no crossovers could multiply these problems that are infinite. They say sometimes the greatest journey is the distance between two people, and we have ceased to be intimate. So right now we couldn't be any further apart, even though I'm right next to you. I want to hold your hand, but my touch alone can't fulfill the promise that we won't end up like this again. We know from past experiences that once you're stuck, it's a broken record. The cycle keeps repeating. It's a broken record because the lyrics cause the cuts to deepen. It's a broken record because even if we move the needle, we still just go in circles seeking. It's a broken record because let's be honest, this machine has reached its limit a long time ago, but like most bad habits, we cling to them like it's an angel come down to bless us. I still think you're beautiful. Your scars are beautiful. Your eyes are what take me away, and my words brought you close to your funeral. I kiss her on the forehead and do my best rendition of trying to walk away, hoping she won't come back, but I know she will, so I'll wait, knowing damn well nothing's gonna change, but we will keep at it, looking for a different result, the definition of insane. And we'll love each other in the worst way possible until one of us is completely useless from these mental and emotional abuses, so we'll settle for fool's gold because on the outside it looks the same. We continue to push forward knowing it never feels as good as the first hit of blow when you're my drug of choice. I just wish I wasn't the cause for the hopelessness in your voice as it fades off into the distance is menacing the way the pernicious interaction and pretentious to my pride consume your knife with my heart because it's not quite heartbreak. So the feel is different. I've seen this in visions and she missed it because she only paid attention to my potential. So what else could keep her afloat? Nothing. So if I sink, she'll go down with me, drowning quickly because this is way too heavy for her to ever start to comprehend. And frankly, I'm not strong enough to deal with it either.
Mm. Mm, mm,
Bruh, I had to give you the slow snaps on that.
That was fire.
I got to give you the slow snaps on that one.
The slow snaps. That was great. That was great. Make sure y'all connect and follow Deep Thought, the lyricist, amazing poet, and a just great person, like in general, super awesome. So thank you. Let's keep it going and flowing and all that good
That
stuff.
was amazing. I'm sorry. I was having technical difficulties with my sound.
Okay.
But I meant to say that was, I don't know what's in the air tonight, in the Wi-Fi air, okay? But something is not happening. Anyway, that was amazing from what I heard, which is most of it. Thank you so much, Deep Thought, as always. All right, let's keep it moving and grooving, as Jay said so pleasantly. And speaking of British accents, we have Vexed Lex on Diggity Deck, but coming to the microphone, it seems, I guess he's both a frequent flyer and a new person at the same damn time. Let's welcome to the virtual stage, Dr. Ivory.
Dr. Ivory.
I have just returned from Safari, sponsored by the Great Sigma, and we're going to try to do a little blitz magic. If you have some young ones who want to watch some magic, please bring them up. I'll wait a second. And we'll start with just a little bit. The purpose of this show I put together summer before last was to help save the elephant. I don't know how well I did.
It's a little elephant.
A little elephant. I contributed my little bit. But I brought a couple samples back from Safari. First, the Tanzanian linking vines, which I have here. Ah! It's a monkey.
What?
They're like monkeys. They're sneaky. No. I have 3 samples of the linking vines. I will explain here. You just touch them together to become linked.
Whoa.
Go.
Appreciate you, fam.
Smooth.
See, I saw the
We're done.
moment.
You go.
Whoa.
Yeah, I saw the moment where he put them together.
With minimal effort, they come back apart. Minimal effort. Oh. Just like so.
What?
Thank you. And my second sample from Safari, we have 3 equal lengths of rope used to restrain a giraffe. Ah! The monkey. They're like monkeys. They're sneaky. 3 equal lengths. 3. No. Wait. Hold on. There's one little one, I guess. And there's one medium-sized one, I guess, and there's one large one. I blame the monkey for this. We'll fix it. All you have to do is just line up the middles of the rope and just give it a tug. And now we have 1, 2, 3. 3 equal lengths of rope. There's 1.
What?
And 2. And there's
Triggered.
3.
Sorcery.
Wait, it didn't work. Never mind. Backtrack.
Oh my god.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I have been Dr. Ivory. If you enjoyed that,
Thank you, Doctor. Thank you, Doctor.
We appreciate you, Doctor. Doctor, what happened? What the? I don't know how the fuck
Always.
that was amazing.
Yo, Jay, I swear you had an Ant-Man moment just then. The sorcery you just said.
Oh,
You just
like
had an Ant-Man
sorcery.
moment.
Sorcery. Thank you so much, the Great Sigma / Dr. Ivory. That was absolutely amazing and hilarious.
I have to always appreciate like the Great Sigma always dresses for the occasion. So
I know we love a performing performer.
Right, it's the outfit for me.
Oh, for sure. For
All
sure.
right, let's keep it going. We only got a couple minutes left for the night. A couple more performers, and we will be out of your way, guys. Who do we have coming up now?
We've got Accidental Poet on Diggity Deck, but coming to the mic right now, y'all put your hands together, returning to the stage, Vexland!
All right, I got 2 quick ones for y'all. First one is like riding a bike. I still haven't learned how to take control, especially when it's my turn to steer. And the handlebars are a little unsteady. The wheels are taking me somewhere I haven't been. Over rough terrain that has been traversed, and I struggle to get a hold of the pedals. You lead the way, and I will be sure to catch on eventually. With the twists and turns, I keep my balance, and you have barely broken a sweat. Coming to a brief halt, there's time to regain our stamina, and I will take it from here. And I say when. After several uneventful flings filled with fleeting emotional attachments and brief moments fullest, I wonder how many women will it take for me to stop wondering how many women will it take to fill the empty parts of me that have been left unattended since your abrupt departure. Is it after the second failed attempt that you find yourself once again yearning for what you've tried so hard to forget? Or maybe the fourth, when you observe the minor resemblances and frequent bouts of deja vu. Fast forward to number 6, you're back to your old tricks. You've convinced yourself this time is going to be different, but self-sabotage is always lurking. When you try to prepare yourself for the journey with the 7th, she returns, and in a split second, everything you've learned and done up to this point has come undone. Thank you.
Woo! Short but powerful. Short but powerful. That last line was a doozy. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That was
Was that both of them back to back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
I
so
knew it.
fast.
I know J Rose is not used to that length of time.
No. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Strong and powerful and packed a punch. We love to see it.
Yes,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Thank you.
All right, we're gonna keep it moving and grooving on this lightning round. We've got Blue Flames on Diggity Deck. We're blessing the mic right now. Y'all put your hands together. Returning for the stage, Accidental Poet.
I'm gonna see if the internet lets me. This is called I Am Not, But I Am. I am not going to apologize. I am not laid bare just for you to scrutinize. I am not an enemy that you can fraternize. I am not the type of threat you will ever recognize. I am not the poet that you're used to. I am not here to entertain you. I am not the one or even the two. I am not going to say things that aren't true. I am not going to do what you tell me to do. I am not even nearly through. I am not using poetry to subdue, because I am not late. I'm just overdue. But I am an anthology of the words I have spoken. I am a collection of the oaths I have taken. I am more than all the times I was mistaken. I am less than what has been forbidden. I am all the dreams and prayers of my ancestors. I am all the weight of my future pallbearers. I am living as hidden and holy reminders. I am part of the lost tribe of wanderers. I am the antidote to the infection of naysayers. I am part of a tribune of truth tellers. I am from a lineage of female freedom fighters. I am full of the faith of the greatest believers. I am and I will be everything that I intend. I am what the fortune tellers pretend. I am the message my generation will send. I am the love that helps your heart finally mend. I am the messenger you only believe at the very end. I am the great majesty of this moment. I am privately powerful and potent. I am the teller of stories that are important. I am the beginning and the ending that's eminent. I am a secret whispered with no ill intent. I am the accidental poet without repent.
Mm.
Oh my God.
Like that.
I'm
Yes.
not late. I'm overdue.
Accidental poet
Let's
without
talk
a
about
pen. That
it.
was a bar.
I like the way
Bars.
that
Therefore, I am.
Yes, that was a bar. I
Plain
like
and
that.
simple with that piece. Goodness.
Listen,
Love it.
that's all affirmations right there. Right?
Oh yes. Oh yes. We love to
You're,
hear it.
you're casting spells right there with those words.
You know, we had Jay performing some brujeria earlier. We got accidental poet up in here doing so. We got Dr. Ivory with the sorcery. I'm telling you, it's a majestic evening. You don't really hear me though.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, all right.
So I just saw our featured performer hopped back into the room. Ayana, I don't know if you can hear me, but we would love to have you close out the show. If you have one more piece, let us know. You can put it in the private chat. But who we have? We got Blue Flames, right?
Yes, we got just DMC on deck, but you are correct. We have Blue Flames, the poets.
Hey, give it up, give it up, give it up.
Now, this one is definitely going to be a short and sweet piece.
Okay.
This is a definite.
All right. We here.
And this one is called In the End. It feels like a new beginning. The long-awaited series finale, conclusion to everything that is. No articles, no blogs, algorithms, percentages, or point systems at all. It's just right here in the moment. Returning to the rear view as recap of the journey. There's the replay value, and then there's the painful callbacks. Serve and protect is more like hurt and oppress. Art is the painting of the world when drawing blanks means a no-go. Not on top of the P's and Q's, that's a no-show. But then making good time for the memories to make up for the lost time, putting in that same energy. Cutting off the fat of the negatives to leave more room for the meat to taste the positives. Every culture and every background comes in different shapes and sizes, no matter the shade of the skin, no matter the bracketed status, no matter the conditions of deficiency or orientation. People are people. It ain't hard to recognize it. Life's true nature in design and disaster. Can't have one without the other. Where do we go from here? We just began with the reminders.
That was powerful. I like that beginning with the reminders. That's some heavy blue. That's some Blue Flames ass wordplay, is what that.
And he always knows how to. He always knows how to end the poem. Like
Yeah,
his
because
last
it always
line
leaves you thinking.
always hits with the last
It's
line.
always the true intention of mine. I love it. It works every
Yes,
time.
yes. Thank you, Blue Flames. It doesn't look like Justice in the building. We're gonna see if we can get Ayana back to the virtual mic shortly. But before then, I'd like you all to put your hands together because I believe our girl Jay Rose is gonna spit a little something for us. Put your hands together for Jay. Woo!
I had to give myself the clap.
Good. It would have been weird if you didn't because you're doing it all night.
So I have this piece that I've been doing lately. I'm trying to get to a point where I have it memorized.
Ooh.
So y'all just gonna have to deal with it and hear it a million times until it sticks in my head.
I love it.
It's a love poem. It's a love poem about long distance love. So has anybody ever been in a long distance kind of world? Anybody? Show of hands. Nah, I'm the only one that did this. Kind of. All right. I see your hand. All right. So, sometimes, I was always the type of person that I would be like, long distance. I could never. But, sometimes you kind of vibe with somebody and you don't expect it. So this was kind of like one of those situations. All right, let's see. Okay. This piece is titled Muse. Baby, I'm here to tell you you're a gift. A blessing within chaos. I never expected you to exist. A muse falling from the very heavens. I praise the moment we met, this virtual connection, virtually transcending into more than friends. Fantasies flooding the gates of my imagination as I surrender my heart to undreamed dreams I never imagined to dream. Admiring your stealthiness as you steal my hidden affection like the slowest thief in the longest night, one piece at a time I oblige, taking my breath away every time I look into your eyes. Visions of standing close enough to gift wrap my lips wrapped around your whispers. Your voice vibrating through me, manifesting new life into my stars where there's consolation in the constellation of your words from afar. Alignment has never aligned with such grace. Lord knows I never felt more royal in space, baby. I'm trying to tell you out of this world. Past cloud 9, dominating all layers of my mind. There's no hole in my ozone. Our conversations can't redesign. And now I know why this type of atmosphere throws my existence off its axis. And now I know why all my exes made their exits. Caught between space and time and space like a palindrome. It doesn't matter which way you look at it, the message stays the same. There's writing on the wall. And I wonder if its density is the destiny that was meant for me. I must be betrothed to your essence like a queen made in the reflection of your presence where my gratitude builds you a throne of reverence, king. May I be the brightest gem to adorn your crown? See, I've built castle walls made of my shadows, but the smiles you conjure out of me shine a light through the loopholes, and for the first time in a long time, I could see my way out. I've always said never fall in love with a poet, for they'll never love you more than words, but baby, you are language, created for expression. And although the difference in our distance is a torture of time zones, 5 hours ahead just means you've always been in my future. Baby, I'm here to tell you you've got all my attention. And that's more than what I can say, what I'd pay anyone else. They don't deserve to crave me like you do. Yearning for unexpected mysteries, uncovering undetected vulnerabilities, exposing unperfected symmetries, yet you always match my energy. We're designed to satisfy our sapiosexual drive like we're cruising on a Sunday afternoon, sharing sun rays on some days, what I do to share a breeze with you someday. See, patience isn't my strongest suit, but I practice wearing it if it means I share a new virtue with you. Some would say I'm falling for you, but baby, it feels more like I'm floating for you. Facing my fear of heights and love, ascending to this high with you, journaling this journey of joy with you, encapsulating our story in this love poem, you as my muse. And I'm just amused that I didn't even have to write this shit. You read it in my eyes long before the words came to my mind and made it to my pen. How beautiful it is to be seen. Our fluency in love languages rekindle flames of past lives, a reminder that I'm still alive inside with poetry bursting at my seams. I'd build an arc of sonnets to carry me across uncharted seas as long as you're here to read it. That's my piece.
Yes.
I just love that one. Oh my God, bars on bars.
Thank you guys.
The time about there's just the time zone one, and then the muse and a mute. There's just so many different bars.
That's my favorite line, the time zone one. When I wrote that shit, I was like, that shit.
That's the best thing. Or the thing about I didn't even write this shit. I was like, what does she mean? Did she not write this shit? She's memorizing her shit like Jay-Z now. And then I heard the next line. I was like, oh. It was beautiful though. It was beautiful.
Thank you. You ever like I do these poems. It's always good to like you feel like sometimes your audience or people have heard your poems over and over again, right?
Yes. Oh,
But
yes.
it's okay. You gotta keep practicing. You gotta keep doing it because there's always somebody different in the audience, even if it's like one person that's different or two, whatever it is. And it's good for you to listen for like people's reactions so you could hear what lines are the hits, you know.
Yeah.
Performing it one time and just thinking that one line is going to hit every time is you're not going to get it.
Yeah.
You have to keep doing it and seeing like, does this line hit every time I perform it? And like that line, everybody always remembers that line. Like everybody always refers that line. And I've had people tell me like, damn, you have me feeling like I wish I wrote that shit. And I'm like, because I be hearing y'all be over here dropping bars, and I be like, damn, why didn't I think of that shit? That's a bar.
That's the best feeling though. And you know what? Like, I used to have that same. I mean, I still do have. I have that issue where I perform and I'm like, damn, everybody, like I've done this one so many times, or everybody's heard this. But you know, a poet told me years ago, I was like, you know, when you go see a rapper, you go see or you listen to an album or something, you're gonna listen to that song one time. No, you're gonna listen to it over and over again. It's very similar in poetry, and it's true too, because we'll think that to ourselves, but then when you do a poem that I've heard, or I do a poem that you heard, we're always like, oh, I love this one. So it's just like a song.
Yeah.
So it's really all in our heads. It's all in our heads. But
that's the moral of the story.
Goals.
Get out of your head. That's the moral of the story.
Yes, exactly.
So Ayana had to go. So we're gonna wrap up for tonight, which is fine. We're ending right at the right time when we supposed to be going. So I just want to thank everybody that joined us as performers, that people that joined us as an audience tuning in, whether you were virtually an audience or the in-person audience that was over at Leah V's house. She always comes through with a live audience.
Oh yeah, they in the building.
We should like have like that little saying in the beginning, like live in front of a studio audience.
I know. I need the cards, like the cards. You know, they show the cards and say like, "Laugh now."
Yeah, laugh now.
They're pretty good with it on their own. They're pretty good with it on their own.
Yeah, but I just want to thank you guys. You know, thank you, Leah V. Like, couldn't be doing this without you. Like, this all started from just being stuck at home, not being able to do the shows that we're doing in person, and we're like, yo, let's do this together. And now here we are, rocking a year and a half later. We done published a journal together. We've got more stuff coming to you.
Yes, we're also going to be for anybody. I don't know how many of people here in New York, but anybody watching, Jay and I are both going to be at the New York City Poetry Festival on Sunday. The Rose Garden Events is hosting a meet and greet actividad with
on Governor's Island. Yes. So I'm collaborating with another platform called Solartree. They're really, really dope. I've known them for a while, and so we're collaborating together on this meet and greet. So there's a annual poetry festival that they do in New York on Governor's Island every year. And so we're not going to be doing it at the festival. We're going to be on Governor's Island on the other side. So when whoever's out there, if you're going to the festival, when you're done, come on down, follow me on the Rose Garden events or at My Crumble Thoughts if you want to know exactly the location. We have a map, okay? Map.
Yeah, she's got the little map with the
Like,
little
don't
you are
be
here
fucking
sign.
calling me where y'all at. I'm be like, look at the map. I know you watch Dora. You know how to look at a
She's gonna
map.
be like, where's the GPS here, Jay? But we'll find you. Anyway, if you guys are on Governor's Island on Sunday, y'all hit us up.
Yes, and Leah V's gonna be performing, right? Aren't you performing?
Oh yes,
at the festival?
I'm performing on the White Horse stage at 12:30 p.m. And I usually hop around and try to sign up for a couple open mics. So I'll be all over the island. I'll be at the meet and greets. I'll be at the vendors, you know. So if you guys are anybody watching in New York, y'all definitely come through to that.
Yeah, for sure. And there's definitely more to come. I've got tons of events that I have coming up in August.
Oh yeah.
Those of you, I have my birthday coming up, so I'm throwing a puff and paint event. So you know, that's what we're doing. We're gonna have a live band, some vendors, you know, infused food and some nice flowers, gas flowers. Anyway.
That was a nice way to put it, Joe. That was a nice way to
Yes,
put it.
but thank you guys. Just follow us. You know, turn on the notifications.
Follow one another.
Yes,
we all
yes,
we got.
yes.
Keep growing. It's been an amazing evening. We love all of you guys, and we will see you soon.
Good night.
Good night.
Peace.
Bye, everyone.
Where is my little...